It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Screen Door Productions presents
Fireworks Safety and You. 4th of July fireworks are fun for the whole family, but caution must be exercised to keep the holiday celebration a safe one. That's why, unparalleled in design and function, the patented one-of-a-kind Fergler 5000 fire defeater is on sale today in aisle 5 at Fergler's Hardware. Should you find yourself surrounded or engulfed in flames and a fire defeater is not at hand, following these steps might save your life. Here's Brittany having fun at the annual neighborhood 4th of July street fireworks display, not knowing that danger lurks around every inch of this cul-de-sac. Careful, Brittany. That lit Roman candle in the tipped-over Coke bottle is aiming right at you and your highly flammable tight white T-shirt and shorts. Luckily, Matt knows that dousing oneself with water is a good idea in fire prevention. Matt has the top-of-the-line Fergler flexible 9,050-foot hose. Look. Brittany's got the right idea, doing it herself, making sure that the highly flammable front part of her shirt gets the wettest. And the colder the water, the better. Matt suggests that Brittany get on top of the nearest car hood.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe dancing would help. Maybe to something from Whitesnake. While a garden hose is a good start. An even safer method is to get into the nearest shower in someone's home in order to completely douse potential flames or to prevent the flames laying still dormant from spreading. Always thinking of others, neighbor Jason yells out, "I have a shower, I have a shower, I have a shower. Okay, good work, Jason. Now that's being a real team player." Here we see Brittany soaking herself in the shower with flowing, warm, caressing water. Everyone knows that shower fire prevention is best accomplished with teamwork and in the nude. Here's Amber, just in time to help both of them.
Oh.
Fire hates soapy, lathered up, creamy, soft, pulsating skin. That's it, girls. Get every square inch. That's it. By secretly videotaping this exercise, Jason knows the girls would give a realistic, uninhibited performance for online purchasers of this all-important fireworks safety video. This concludes Fireworks Safety and You. Now, Jason.
Well done. Good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Whoa, whoa. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
You look exceptionally hairy this morning.
I blew my hair dry.
You did what?
Blew my hair dry.
Tom, did you hear what's going on over there?
Yeah.
She blew something.
She looks... you refer to the hair on her head.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Well, look at it now. Somebody get a picture. That's, oh my God. They kicked me out of the car. Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
I just, you weren't talking about her arms. I mean, she's... Your arms aren't especially hairy, are
I'm not
they?
a hairy person.
You got a great head of hair. It looks really good.
Thanks. I got a haircut last week. No one noticed. I love it.
Uh-oh. I think we're all as a group in trouble somehow.
No one noticed.
There we go.
Andy, did you notice it when you got it?
I noticed. She expects dinner every time she gets her hair cut. I don't know what that's all about.
Take me out, Andy.
I'll take you out.
The way they took the dog out to the farm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
No, get comfortable.
welcome to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi.
For many, the beginning of a 4-day weekend with July 4th. A couple days away. A lot of folks are getting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to celebrate. And next year, am I correct in saying next year, July 4th, will be the 250th and on a Saturday, right?
I don't know. I haven't looked that far ahead. I
don't know.
I can only handle one at a time.
I always remember the 200th and the tall ships and all that rigmarole.
Well, 250 is a big number.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is okay.
249 is pretty big, too.
Yes, but
You
it's
can't
not.
have 250 without 249.
Oh, no.
Why am I bothering? Well, Christy, instead of talking, why don't you look that up and see if July
Both of those sound right to me.
is July 4th
yes,
next
it
year a
is.
Saturday?
If only we had
Yes.
If only we all had phones with perpetual calendars in them, maybe we could
It's a
figure this out.
Saturday.
I'm just saying, so we should
2026.
start getting ready now.
Yes.
You go to the fireworks place now for next year. You'll want to store that stuff, of course, near your oven.
And I hate to be, I feel like I'm the dissenting opinion in the room, but I've never had this problem before, but I do have a puppy now who hates fireworks.
Oh.
So if you want to, if you want to curb your activity for fireworks, especially in a neighborhood, that would be nice this year. I don't know if that's going to fall on deaf ears or not, but
Well, yeah, there's a couple things you can do for that.
I know. It's called put bourbon in their water bowl.
No.
Of course not.
We can address that at some point. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. I am back from a big adventure.
Boy, you made history yesterday. You made a lot of people happy. Your interaction with the room service gentleman yesterday. I know of 9 different people who either emailed me, contacted me, and said I had to rewind it to listen to what Tom
Well, I had headphones on,
and Balthazar were talking
and
about.
I could barely understand the guy. He was very nice.
Oh, we heard. You told him that to his face.
we heard it live. Yeah.
And he did sound nice.
He did.
I was talking to you guys, and I was in my hotel, and I had some fruit and stuff brought up for a little, and coffee for breakfast. It was great. But I gave him a nice tip.
Yes. Stay out of dark alleys. Is that what you told him? That's right. Here's an email. I just opened it up. First time I'm seeing it. Dear Bob and Tom Show, Tom in a hotel room. Needs to be a new weekly segment. Can't wait for the poster. Tom, can you please call the concierge desk and tell them that you have a burned out light bulb? Thanks, Brian. There you go. People are very excited about it.
Yeah. I did have one funny thing happen. I wanted to call the front desk when I was having trouble with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And I picked up the phone, and I'm playing with it for quite a while, and I realize there's no cord going from the earpiece to the phone. You following me here?
Yeah, it's wireless.
Oh, in the hotel?
No, it wasn't wireless.
It wasn't?
No.
There just wasn't a cord?
There just wasn't a cord. So then I looked around the room, and then there was a desk in the corner that had a phone that had a cord on it. I forgot to tell him I was going to.
What? You mean the cord wasn't connected to the other
It
phone
wasn't
in the
even
room?
there,
It
apparently.
wasn't there. So because I'm sitting there, I'm pressing the button, for the front desk, and
Right.
I think can't hear anything, and I'm looking at it, and there's a red light on the phone, and then I look at the. Wait a minute, this is supposed to have a cord going from the, whatever this is called, the earpiece to the phone itself.
We'll look for an assassin in the closet holding a phone cord.
Yeah, all the phones in the hotel rooms I've been the last long time, no cords.
Yeah, but this was a regular
Well,
old.
it was a wireless phone. Yeah.
I know it was a corded phone. Anyway, the adventure is over. I'm all set.
You have a
Oh, good,
passport,
good.
you're all set.
I got a passport. I got a visa. Everything's cool.
Great picture of you and Willie outside of, what was it, Lucky's?
Club Lucky,
Club Lucky, yeah.
Chicago. We had dinner at Club Lucky, which I think I saw Tony Soprano having dinner in there. It looked like.
I don't think it was Tony.
Pretty cool place.
Yeah, it was great. It was fun. Yeah, we had a good time. But nothing like Chicago traffic at about 5:30.
Oh,
trying to get out of downtown.
Yeah, that's awful.
It was brutal.
Don't do that to yourself.
No, it was brutal, but I made it, and I'm happy to be here. Coming up, we have your letters.
Yes, we do.
We have some interesting things going on in the world of both news and sports. And maybe we can get some information about what to do about your doggie.
I've heard swaddling helps.
Yes, swaddling.
They make
and,
little coats, right?
Yeah, they do that too.
And they make like headphones for kind of headphone-ish looking contraptions.
Really?
Yeah. They have that. I've been looking into it. Or I'll just take her down in the garage and put her in the car and shut the door and then go upstairs.
Is there a fireworks display that goes off near your house?
No, yeah. and it's fine, and I get it. In America, woo, okay. But I've never been a fireworks guy. Never.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
You know my famous quote from my daughter. I looked at her when she was, I don't know, 7, 8. Honey, you want to go to the fireworks? And she goes, aren't those on TV? And I said, yes. Yes, my beautiful daughter.
No paternity test required.
They most certainly are. Let's get that pizza on the way.
Yeah, well, my dog Elvis, I at one point lived near the dam where they shot off the fireworks.
Didn't he lose a tooth or something?
No, he lost about 5.
Oh, man.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't know he was frightened and tried to get through a fence. Oh. It was awful. Yeah, he lost a whole bunch of his teeth.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I learned a lesson. And we'll do a little homework on that and get back to you. Also, coming up today, we have, of course, a world record or two. Yosemite Sam in the news today.
Oh, my God.
Of all things.
Rackin', frackin', brickin', brackin'.
And, Pat, you might have to get your guitar. We have more cocaine news coming up that may or may not involve Yosemite Sam. We have a guy cranking one off in a Dollar General. Again.
Cranking one off, he was.
I do have good deals.
Yeah. Wow. This savings has got me going. We'll find out about that. And we also have the winner of a very special contest. But right now, the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by Betterhelp. Workplace stress got you down. Emails piling up. Meetings after meetings after meetings. Maybe you need a break this summer. How about a mental break? Maybe a few minutes of talking to a therapist could be very helpful. Like they say, let's get rid of the stigma. There's nothing wrong with seeking some counsel from a therapist. And BetterHelp is an interesting new way to access therapy. I say new, but right now 30,000 therapists are working on this project with more than 5 million people being served globally. What it's all about is doing the therapy online. So you'll talk with a therapist, but you don't have to go down to an office or whatever. You can do it online you can do it with your phone. You can do it with a laptop, whatever works for you. And you can do it with a camera on, camera off. You can do it texting back and forth. What it's all about is convenience. And at the same time, it's all about working on your mental health. So you'll find the largest online therapy provider in the world is BetterHelp. BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with quite a diverse variety of expertise, depending on what you want to deal with. So unwind from work with BetterHelp. Bob and Tom Show listeners can get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/BT Show. And that's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT Show. Also, coming up, the joy of summer has been quantified. So we'll tell you what all that means. Plus, I think we might do an early edition of Today in History. How does that sound?
All right.
Get that out of the way. Okay, because we got some cool stuff that's happening.
We like to
well, I keep forgetting to do it, and it's an historic moment when I do it correctly. Right. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Now.
Is this it?
No way.
Can you answer the phone, please?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show. They can hear you, Tom. Hello.
Hey, bless you, boys. This is the Pope.
Is that right?
I got a phone number sitting here. Frank left the phone number. It says a call Bob and Tom. And it has a number here. This is the Pope. This is Leo. Who this?
This is Tom. That's Chick. There's
Josh.
Yeah, we got Jeffrey
Christy.
here, and now actually, interestingly enough, Pat was an altar boy.
Yes, I was.
This is the Bob and the Thomas show.
Yeah.
Oh, this is too cool. I used to hear you guys sometimes in Chicago.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was great. I'm glad you listened. Yeah.
Oh, this is Pope Leo. I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm a Pope now.
Yeah.
How about that?
How amazing is that? This is incredible.
You got any changes in mind?
Godwin?
Yeah.
Pat Godwin is here, yes.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Godwin, hey, how you doing? Hey, I was thinking me and you, we could do a big hit song, you know?
Yes, sir.
I was thinking about this. You know the band Cream?
I do.
They got that song, White Room. I was thinking we'd do There's
The
some
white puff.
smoke,
Oh,
and I'm Pope now. Ain't that crazy?
I like it.
Ain't that crazy?
You're an American Pope. How about that?
Oh, yeah, Grandfather.
You're an American Pope.
Good Pope. I got a big old hat. You're gonna see me do that.
We'll work on it.
Very nice.
How about Sweet Pope Chicago? These are all great songs.
No, I don't like that one, Tom.
Well, there's a new TV show coming up, Chicago Pope.
Chicago Pope.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Pope?
What's that coming up?
Chicago Pope.
Instead of Chicago Hope, Chicago Pope.
Oh, that's an old TV show, right?
It's all about you, Your Highness. Are you going to make any Americanizations of the Vatican or anything?
No, we don't want to do anything too drastic, you know. But I'm thinking what we might do. We might maybe we have a pro baseball team, huh? From the Vatican. You like that, huh?
Yes.
Yep.
Have they already used the name of Cardinals? Can we use Cardinals?
They had that is out there already. Yeah.
Oh, doggone it! I guess that's no good.
How about Padres?
What?
Oh, wait a minute.
The Padres.
That's already
also
used.
taken.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
I am gonna change out the Popemobile. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a black and white cruiser. You know, the Bluesmobile. You like that? Huh?
I love that. Yes.
That's free Chicago.
Everybody thought, oh boy, a Pope from Chicago. This is no good. He's gonna blow it. This is gonna be so stupid. It's gonna be, what's his name gonna be? Pope Ditka? No, it's not Pope Ditka. Not gonna be walking around going, the Bears. Hey, how about the Bears?
That's right.
That ain't Pope-like. You know what I'm saying?
Not popish at all.
Well,
I got a lot of stuff to do, you guys.
sorry.
So weird.
You are a busy man, I imagine. Yeah.
Oh, so busy. First of all, I got to go take a hat lesson. You know about that?
Oh, man.
Yes.
yeah, you got a lot of different ones to wear. Listen,
Nobody tells you this stuff. They think, oh, it's going to be great. You be a Pope. Yeah, this is great. Now I'm going to go take a hat lesson, learn how to walk around in a dress. It's awful.
did you get to sleep in your new place last night?
I've hardly been to sleep. Are you crazy? There's so much going on. Do you know what time it is?
Out there? No, I'm not sure.
No, me neither.
25 or 6 to 4. Chicago Pope.
Oh, yeah, very good. Very good.
The Chicago Pope. I'm liking all of this stuff.
We're wishing you were here. Now, does the Pope wear a watch?
I don't know.
Oh, I love this joke. I don't know, Tom. Does the Pope wear a watch?
I know you wear the ring. Now, did you get your own?
Yes.
Gotta have the ring.
Oh, he gets a new one?
Gotta have it.
I think he gets a new one, yeah.
Is it from that organization that makes those high school rings?
Oh, Herf Jones?
I thought it was a Da Vinci coder ring.
Oh, this is all good.
You're gonna get the Pope to hang up.
I gotta find a papal pen to write that down.
Okay. Well, your Pope is straight talking to you.
Yes.
Pen and paper.
If I had more time, I would hang out and talk to you boys some more. Christy, honestly, you're the only one I want to talk to. You're the only one.
We get that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a good Catholic girl, you know. Maybe you could talk some sense into these boys.
Oh, I'll try.
Us heathens.
Yes.
All of you heathens, well, it hadn't worked so far. What, have you been there 30 years or so?
Yeah.
Hey, Pope, you're losing your accent. Well, thank you very much. Hang up.
Get that out over here. No, I'm going to hang up on you.
That's right. He's the Pope.
Boom.
Well, that was a nice
that.
surprise.
I didn't think from the
Pope
south side
Leo?
of Chicago his accent would be that.
Italian?
Is that what that was?
Kind of.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, he's
thank
been there for a little bit.
All the popes are
day or two.
Italian accent.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa. Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
East Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. We've got letters to get to, of course. This is a really good one, I think you'll find.
Did you say
Tom, why don't we start one off? It's a happy one about you.
Oh, okay. What does it say?
It's from George in Michigan.
And letters from listeners brought to you by Hyundai. Hyundai's 2025 hybrid vehicle lineup, advanced safety and technology meets hybrid efficiency and slams right into each other. It's the best of both worlds from Hyundai.
All right.
Josh?
This really is just a pleasant letter. Thank you all for making me laugh over the years. It's good to have Tom back in the studio from his road trip. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Well, how about that?
Thank you very much. I'm back from the road.
I like the name George.
I do too.
I like Jorge.
Yeah, sure. And it's fun to call a George Jorge every now and again.
Every now and then. Playing grab ass in the bar.
Do you remember?
For Jorge.
No, I do. Do you remember a...
George Lopez? Sure.
No. A comic strip called Big George?
No, what was the conceit?
I don't.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to dig that one up. I was a little boy, and I remember looking at that.
Was he a man?
Yeah, he was a guy.
I see Big George, almost caveman-looking guy.
Yeah, I think
Big
so.
Big George, is that right?
Yeah, we're going way back.
Of course, George of the Jungle. Were you guys fans of that?
Sure.
Well, that whole stable.
George.
Now, who was the comedian? I emphasize that.
Are we talking about boobs now?
What do you think, fellas?
Tom, no, here's the thing.
Take your pick, boobs or vaginas.
No,
what do you got?
I don't know if she wants anybody to say this, but this is very fun. I could give a damn, Christy, today.
I know she's hungover.
She was out, a little bit, but she was out. Don't do this because she won't come in like this anymore. Don't tell her.
Now, do we think maybe
this is
not?
Fun.
I don't know. I knew nothing about this. Is the first I'm hearing
What?
it. Do we think maybe not just a little hungover, still a little buzzed?
No. That would be nice. That would be a great way to wake up, though.
Yeah.
She went to a concert last night. She had
I know. My son was one of my sons was there. Reverend Horton Heat, right?
That was so much fun. And Jason D. Williams was an opener.
They are fun.
Great.
So where was I? Christy.
Yes.
We were talking about George of the Jungle. There was a
Friend to you and me.
Someone they did a thing. This woman grabbed her boobs,
a boob, a hand on
boob in each hand, and would do the George of the Jungle theme.
Boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom. Now, this is obviously somewhat. I can't use the word juvenile on a sexual.
Someone, I don't know if a comedian started this or we just started talking about it.
And one of our listeners wrote
a listener in the crowd told us
that she did that.
Yeah, there you go.
Because
a sophomore is of age.
Could I say
college?
Possibly childish?
Yeah. And what it involves, Pat, I'll explain it to you. Take your right hand on your right boob.
Right now?
Yes. Right hand, right boob. Okay, left hand, left boob.
What am I doing here?
Okay, now, as you sing George of the Jungle, each George of the Jungle.
I become stunt boy.
Well, you've got the biggest boobs in the room.
Shut up, stunt boy, and do it.
You got the second biggest boobs in the room next to Christy.
Well, it's all muscle.
You have to have pecs to push those out.
But do you understand the idea here?
George of the Jungle.
Yeah, very good. Yes. Now, you can imagine.
Now I'm hard.
This woman.
You're welcome, Jeff, for that clip.
This woman suggested that she would do that for her man while in an intimate situation.
Sure.
Adding a little bit of levity to the marriage act.
And when Tom heard about this, and he's trying to make you believe he would use the term marriage act in a comical way, which he doesn't.
No.
Him laughing in the bedroom is just so foreign. He can't wrap his mind around that. Yeah.
Oh, I've had a few laughs.
I don't.
I had a few left.
Oh, I mean the Charlie Chaplin gag, the "Where's my towel" gag. That's such a classic.
Towel rack.
The towel rack gag.
I like the gag.
Okay, so why are we talking about the name George again? I completely forgot.
We had a letter writer.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's Big George. Oh, look.
Yeah, there's the cartoon Big George.
He's like a rich man.
He looked very, very elitist prick with his foot on a crocodile.
No, it's a bearskin rug.
Alligator. Oh, okay. It looks like an alligator.
It says
It does.
through the night.
Poorly animated.
Here we go.
Poorly.
Newspaper comic first appeared in 1960 by Virgil Patch.
No, it's Parch.
Yeah.
There's an
It is
R in it.
Parch. Oh, sorry.
That's
Yeah.
Virgil Kane.
The comedy of Virgil Parch.
I don't really remember much about it.
Look at that.
And look at Virgil Parch's artist signature, VIP.
Oh. Nice.
Oh,
God.
Lord.
Big George looks like a VIP, doesn't he?
He's got a smoking jacket on, a little cigar, a pencil thin mustache,
Clearly a man of industry.
and he's standing on a bearskin rug
Yeah.
with his foot on the bear's
Which
head.
does look like a crocodile mouth.
They didn't bother to color the bears.
That's a polar bear rug.
It's just pencil drawing. They ran out of ink.
He looks funny.
Big George, a family man who often functions as the low man in his own totem pole,
Sure.
just like a lot of other comic strip husbands.
I believe what you wanted to say was functions.
I said, did I not say functions?
It's very close.
It was,
Hey,
The end was implied.
Don't
and the
worry.
end is near now for all
When
of
I
us.
heard it, I put the N in.
I had 4 hours by myself in a car, 1 hour in
I get it.
parked in downtown Chicago traffic.
Sure.
Boy, I bet you said function a lot.
Yeah.
What the function's going on?
It was a single panel comic, which I always
Far
loved.
Sides are
I always loved that.
Is that our Today in History?
There was a Sunday version in script form. No, we're supposed to be doing letters.
Oh.
Maybe there's a Big George collection. I don't remember anything about it except when I was little. I used to always go and grab the comic strips, the funnies. Is that gone?
On Sunday? In the Sunday
Every
paper?
day.
Oh.
I hope they're still out
Yeah,
there.
and I know what you're, I don't know. I don't get a paper.
Yeah, I don't either. I get a lot of newspapers, but they're on my phone.
Chick, you like the name Jorge? How do you
like
feel
Jorge.
about Mateo?
I like Mateo.
I like Mateo.
I do as well.
very
He-
nice.
He's written in. I like this. He says, "Good morning, geeks and goobers."
All right.
What are those things?
What about Christy?
I'm a goober.
Oh, there you go.
Aren't you a gooberette?
Maybe, but
I don't think goober is.
I always thought that was the
Gender
worst name for a
specific.
candy.
goobers?
Goobers?
Because it's a fine candy, but it's not.
Are they peanuts?
Yeah, chocolate covered peanuts.
And they also make goober peanut butter jelly in the same jar. It's called goobers.
That's right. Because when I grew up, a loogie was known as a goober as well.
Same here, yeah.
And so it really, I thought
See,
it was
now I've
disgusting.
heard Hank for a snot ball. Anybody?
I've heard
too,
that.
yeah.
Shot a Hank.
Mateo. Mateo says, I went to high school with a guy named Johnny. Johnny, angry Johnny. Anyway, who told us he's a unicycler, but not your average unicycler. He's an extreme unicycler. They have competitions and races down mountains and hiking trails.
Wow.
Have you ever seen extreme unicycling?
No.
Now, this Mateo goes on to say, ironically enough, Johnny also told us he had 3 testicles, which only furthered our fascination at how he could unicycle.
That seems
I think
like
Johnny's a liar.
that seems like an extra one.
Is that possible?
I don't know about the 3 testicle thing.
You would have to have some sort of advancement in a cup support system.
Right.
down
What would
there
your
or
wait a minute? What would your nickname be if you had 3 testicles?
something. Trey. Trey.
Yeah,
jumps-
Trey's great.
Trey jumps to mind.
Trey really is good.
Triball.
That kind of hat on a hat, tribal.
Okay, I'm asking.
I know, yeah.
Thinking out loud. This is my first attempt to go after tribal.
Mixed nuts? No, that doesn't work.
Mixed nuts.
I'm not sure that's anatomically possible, but there may be.
I don't think so either.
Well, I believe Mateo. We don't know if we believe Johnny, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
the guy who says he has 3 balls, it might be one of them might be a growth that he's not aware
Yeah,
of.
like a tumor.
What do you do with an elephant that has 3 balls?
Well, you walk him and pitch to the rhino.
Of course, yeah. I think we of course. We'll have to explore all these questions we've brought up. If you're just joining us, hello. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. This comes to us from Adam in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Longtime fan of the show. He says, hello, degenerates and Christy. So there you go.
Hi.
I'm a school teacher and a daily listener of the show during the school year. I was taking a trip this summer, and I was in the beautiful state of Wisconsin, and I came across a place known as DeForest, Wisconsin.
Oh.
DeForest. I wanted to bring it to your attention because, as you might expect, DeForest is a small community in Wisconsin. Of course, it's next to the fields, the cows, and the cheese. A special salute to DeLand, Florida, which, as we all know, is near the sea. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There from DeForest.
You did?
Yeah. Kelly.
Oh.
DeForest? You called her DeForest Kelly, did you?
That's exactly right.
Did you plan that?
It's fake, yeah. I didn't plan it like this morning, but
You look so serious. I did not take it.
Yeah.
He didn't put it in the show notes.
Right.
Dear Bob and Tom, lifelong listener, caught the curse from my dad, this guy says. Now we're a curse.
I like it.
I'm Jake. I'm 28 years old, automotive painter from Michigan, of course, and today is my birthday. I really wish we could wish you a happy birthday, Jake, but
We don't do that.
we can't.
Okay.
No.
Sorry, Jake.
Simply can't.
I'd like to add a picture of a big bass just for Joss and a picture of my son Ferris. I believe we have those.
Whoa.
That's him and a bass. he
Wow.
caught.
Nice.
There
Big
you go.
fish.
And by the way, Ferris is my son. He always belly laughs. He giggles. Oh, you don't have the son's picture? He belly laughs when I say this African scissor bird, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Cut your cock off. And he,
sure, yeah.
the little
You,
baby
you didn't do that
giggles.
justice.
Yeah, you
No, I didn't.
We'll have to get Bob's
clear.
recording. That you just can't.
Ferris is,
away
I
like
don't
that.
think Ferris is 8 months old. He's an adorable little kid.
Okay.
So there
All
we
right.
go.
Let's see how much time we got here. Okay. This comes to us from Randy. He writes. I'm sorry. This is from Ludy.
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 See how you misread that?
Well, no, it says Randy up top, but his last name is. Well, I don't.
Well, now you've given the.
No, his last name begins with Ludy.
Got a phone number there? Like give out?
You can find him at okay. Ludy must be. Everyone must call him Ludy. Ludy.
Say Ludy again.
Well, Ludy's quite the scholar.
Moody Ludy.
Okay.
Go.
And he's done some homework for us. He said Chuck Norris and Superman had a fight. The loser had to wear their underwear outside their pants.
So we know that Superman lost
Right.
because he does that.
Chuck Norris.
Wow. So a lot of. I thought that was quite humorous. Apparently, I'm alone in that.
No, you got Looney.
Yeah, you always have Ludi.
Me and Ludy down by the schoolyard.
You know, at this point, it can't be new information for you that we.
I enjoy those Chuck Norris jokes very much. You know, so one of these days, Chuck Norris is going to pass away.
Here's hoping.
And,
Is this a joke, too?
No.
Although
I believe even the Grim Reaper is going to pass away.
Oh, good
Walker,
point.
Texas Rangers coming back, I think.
With him?
Chuck Norris?
He's like a granddad or something
He's actually using a walker.
on Amazon.
I got my 45 strapped to the walker. I can still put a bullet up your ass.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show. Good morning, everybody. What we learned from Tom's trip to Chicago.
Oh, boy.
Number one, forgot his condoms. I don't remember you saying, making a point of saying you forgot
Jeff
your condoms.
found him on
found
his
his
desk.
Oh, John, Oskay found the condoms at his desk.
No, there's a bunch of stuff that Sadie Allison left here that's stacked.
I know.
over here.
Well, we all know you don't believe in condoms.
Seriously?
You forgot your Java House pods.
Yes, because
That
he
was
was
a
You
big
didn't have
mistake.
coffee.
That's right. You couldn't connect to Wi-Fi. You took your son Willie to a strip club for dinner.
No, Club Lucky was not a strip
Please
club.
add anything. Please add anything to the list that I may have missed. That's Brian in Iowa. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you did make a new friend.
Oh, the guy that came,
Balthazar.
Nelson.
Nelson and
Nelson.
Balthazar.
Nelson, one of the overnight guys at the front desk had to come up and try to get the Wi-Fi, and he couldn't get it either on either the laptop or the other thing.
Or
so.
did he just want to leave the room?
But then he gave me the secret one they have for the staff.
Oh, my.
I was able to use that. Yeah. I need to write them a letter Say, in spite of the incredibly exorbitant fees you charge, it might be nice to have the Wi-Fi working.
I really thought you were going to say
letter because he
after Nelson and Balthazar bent over backwards.
Yes.
When he said I got to write a letter praising Nelson is what I thought he was going to say.
Oh, I did. No, I did on my way out. I made an effort to. I left a note at the front desk about
very nice.
thanking Nelson for helping.
I honestly have found the more expensive the hotel, the worse the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, what the hell is
shower pressure? The better the hotel, the worse the shower pressure.
This hotel had that thing in which the glass, how do I describe it? There's the bed and then the windows to the outside and then the shower, the glass is right next to the bed.
Right.
So you can see right through.
Right.
But when you turn the shower on, this automatic fogging thing comes
Isn't that
on
cool?
the glass.
Yeah. It sort of frosts.
Sure, so
Yeah.
people can't see you.
So you don't give a free show to the people across the way.
Would that turn you on? If you like that?
Oh, I'd really lather up and give them the show.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Banging it against the shower door.
When's the
Yeah.
last time you did the show? For anyone?
For anyone?
The shower show, yeah.
Oh, the shower show, it's been a while. It's not exactly like Old Faithful.
shows a 2, 4, and 6 or something.
Occasionally a lady gets too close, gets hurt.
What's your philosophy on how many towels you use when you're by yourself in a hotel room?
All of them. You will not care for this. I think most people will not care for this. If there are 4 towels sitting there and I'm there for 3 days, I bet I use one.
Me too.
Really?
I'm the same way, Josh.
Our buddy Jimmy Pardo does. He does use all the towels every time.
Oh yeah, you put them on the floor. When you get out of the shower.
Yeah.
I believe Jimmy says he puts one up his ass.
No.
Everything. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You got to put a knot in that though.
That's right. Yeah, you do. Have
I just hang it up and dries, and
I do too.
I reuse the towel.
Why is that?
I think because that's what I do at home for 2 to 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I use a towel for 2 to 3 days. I read an article that said, "Hey, 2 to 3 days before major bacterial
I've
growth."
never heard it.
That's a short article.
Those.
Yeah, you should.
That's a quite
you need to write for a medical
Well,
journal.
I put it that way because Tom used to say one use.
Yeah.
You get one use and that's it.
Well,
That's
he has a system.
Right,
He uses
right.
it, then
And
it goes on the floor.
And I was like, no, I'm a week. And then I read this article that said, no, in the middle. In the middle is really where you want to be.
So the E. coli from the butt scrub that you do is just, and the next time you wipe your face with it.
Again, yeah.
butt scrub. I don't know
I would
what
love.
you're
We need to
doing.
see video of you drying yourself off because you must get way in there.
Don't you do the thing where you put it between your legs and you go back and forth, up and down?
First off, it just twists your nuts.
Let alone your poor.
No. You got the nuts go on the side. You just have to you have to switch them.
On the side of what?
Didn't your dad teach you anything? Wow.
Oh, your dad did not teach you.
When Tom was sitting in that hotel room yesterday in Chicago, he heard us through his Raycon earbuds.
Thank you very much.
Damn right he did. Premium audio that goes where everybody goes, even Tom. Raycon's latest model, better than ever, 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. You can pair 2 devices at once, and charging, Raycon's got you covered with their quick charge function. 10 minutes on the old charger, 90 minutes of battery. And they also have active noise cancellation. And Raycon start about half the price of other premium audio brands, and they offer a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. 15% off. Just have to go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Don't forget the /Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
If I remember coming up today in history, how about that?
All right.
Get it out of the way, and we have some exciting things in the world of news and sports. Interesting sporting news.
Fever win the Commissioner's Cup yesterday, beating the Lynx. Miles Turner is no longer a Pacer. He's a Milwaukee Buck. Coco Gauff coughed it up and lost at Wimbledon already. So did Jessica Pegula. And you've often wondered, how far are we away from NBA players making $1 million a game? Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got real close yesterday.
Wow.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, thank you very much. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I like driving. I'm not a big fan of flying. I got upset. I don't know. You know how you hear all these bad things about Spirit Airlines? I finally had to fly Spirit Airlines because I needed a direct from LA to New York. And, there's the only flight they had left. And I go, how much is it, direct to fly in an hour? And the lady goes, $150. And I go, that's like a very reasonable price for a ticket, but where they get you on the extras. And I go, $150, I'll take it. And the guy goes, now, are you going to want to sit down? I think so. He charged me $30 to uncross my arms. And, at one point, I'm just dead asleep on the flight. They wake me up, they go, hey, it's your turn to fly the plane.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Dear Allie, I went on a 1-week cruise with my wife on our honeymoon. I got sick for 2 or 3 days, so my wife was on her own. I found out now 2.5 years later that she hooked up with a guy on the ship. No sex, but they dined together and they made out and had romantic evenings. She said that she stopped it before anything serious happened, and it's my fault for leaving her alone on the cruise during this romantic period. And what else was she supposed to do?
What else was I supposed to do, Josh?
Sickness and health.
I had a honeymoon with someone. I only found out because I happened to glance at her Facebook messages. Should I forgive her?
Yikes. They only made out, I guess, if you can. But what's that Facebook message say? Like, are they still in contact?
No, it sounds like from past Facebook messages, because I would think it would be a problem if they're still in contact, but I'm not positive.
Well, who believes they didn't have sex? I mean, come on. Wake up and smell the shrimp on the buffet.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Chick's right. Probably if they were going to get that romantic and they had his own cabin.
And she seems a little bit defensive. What else was I supposed to do?
Yeah, that's weird.
That is wild that your husband, it's her husband, it wasn't her boyfriend, it was her husband, was sick.
New husband.
On her honeymoon.
I missed the honeymoon part.
They were on their honeymoon.
Yeah. Bail, get out.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you're asking, then you don't want to forgive her, so just go.
And the guy who she hooked up with, what single male goes on a cruise?
I think lots do.
Really?
Yeah. Pat?
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
You don't see a whole lot of that.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Alternative lifestyle
there could be
men? Is that
groups
what
of
you're
guys
talking
or
about?
girls.
Yeah,
That's
groups
true,
of guys.
too. On a group vacation, yeah. Well, no, I'd get out. Go. On a honeymoon, I think that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind
But it was 2.5 years ago. He just found out about it. But I'm still with you. That's, honey, I don't think our marriage is what I thought it was.
No, you have set the tone.
Yeah.
She wasn't like, I'm so sorry. It was a mistake. There was a lot of booze. It was romantic. I was missing you and really horny, blah, blah, blah. But instead it was like, well, what do you expect me to do?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So how many other times
Not
did she
be a
cheated?
whore. That's what I expect of you on my honeymoon.
You would expect that.
I know that's weird.
Those are fair.
I want that written in the vows, not be a whore.
Maybe I'm being unreasonable.
All I want is for you not to be a whore. Is that okay?
Those are my vows. Is that romantic enough for you?
Man, sorry that happened to you. That's rough.
dude.
Gosh.
Also, he got sick. It's not like they got into a fight.
Yeah.
You know, if
Or he's like, I'm going to go play poker.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The man was
like,
ill.
Go do your own thing.
Wait a minute. Why didn't she just stay home with him when he was sick?
Yeah.
Their honeymoon.
She had to have a honeymoon with somebody, she said.
Yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous and stupid.
It sounds like he was on the boat and just sick on the boat.
Yeah.
How do we know that she didn't poison him and get him sick?
Oh,
Because she saw
wow. What else do we have?
out there.
She should have finished the job.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she should say. Do you know what happens on cruise ships? You're lucky you're still alive.
No joke.
Honeymoons
I
go really badly for a lot
toss
of
you
people.
overboard in a heartbeat.
Swim with the sharks, bitch.
Oops, she slipped.
Tell them you're on your honeymoon.
Yeah, boy, accidents happen, don't they?
Hey,
Let's go watch The Magician.
When you're up in the Lido deck, it gets slippery.
Yeah. And then the next thing you know, douche right
A lot of water.
right in the water.
Let us know what you end up.
You hear somebody calling for help? I don't. Let's go eat.
I don't know where the lifeboat is. Let's go.
Poison.
He canceled.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh Arnold, Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Ace Cosme. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Josh, take next week off, won't you?
Josh, take the whole month off. You can have fun.
Well, that's 25% less. What? No. Didn't he offer to give you a whole month off at one point?
Oh, yeah.
He's often telling me to...
you know what'd be
Does he
good?
pay you if you take a month off?
That's between Tom and I.
Okay.
But yes. And by the way, I've told you, buddy boy, you pay me, I won't even show up. You know that? I mean...
Wait.
Yeah.
How does this work now?
And you know why? You know why it's going to cost you? Because it's worth it.
Oh.
You don't have to change a thing, what you're doing. I just won't be here. How about that?
Now, by not being here, that means you won't be here at all.
Right.
I won't have to look at you, hear from you. You won't phone in.
You're not going to phone in.
You know my rules on phone-ins, I don't do them.
This is becoming better and better.
Yeah.
I can't focus on that right now. I'm trying to find today in history.
We have letters left, though. I mean, I don't want to I'm fly in the ointment.
No, I'm just trying to get this out of the way because I keep... Happy birthday, the late Thurgood Marshall.
Oh, Thirsty Thurgood.
Thurgood. They named him that so no one would know he had a lisp.
It's actually Sir Good.
Thurgood. Okay, maybe that's not. He was of course famous Supreme Court. He developed the concept of martial law. Which are dictators and tyrants of. Okay. No, how about this one? 1932, Dave Thomas. So you know which Dave Thomas that is.
The Wendy's guy?
That's got to be Wendy's.
SCTV or Wendy's. They're both about, were about.
No. Dave Thomas is.
He'd be in the 40s.
Dave Thomas is significantly younger than the Mr. Dave Thomas from Wendy's.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I heard that Wendy's was his daughter, and then I heard it wasn't his daughter. Now I'm hearing it's his daughter again.
His daughter?
So which is it?
Yeah, but the Frosty was named after his high school girlfriend.
Whoa.
Apparently, wouldn't put out.
Would not come across.
SCTV, Dave Thomas, 1949.
Ah.
Okay.
So not crazy.
That much.
Yeah.
So don't.
What do you mean not that much?
Significantly.
15 years, 16 years?
That's enough.
That's not.
Yeah, enough, but not significant.
I don't think it's.
You don't think 15 years is significant?
No.
So in other words, I could
Not my way.
Lay chick off for 15 years and it wouldn't be significant.
How did he get back to me and not being here?
Hey, you planted
Stay down.
Yeah,
Stay down.
You're
Stay
right.
down.
You're right.
Square Burgers, of course, Wendy's.
Love them.
Larry David, happy birthday, born in 1947. Let's see, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Who's that?
A wrestler.
Pro wrestler.
Oh, I'm not familiar with his work.
His work?
There's a whole Hart family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Owen
There
Hart,
is?
and Bret Hart, and
Gary Hart.
Honey Hart, and Gary Hart. Hank Hart.
Gary Hart.
Queen of Hearts?
What was the
Wasn't
name
there a Gary Hart, like an actor?
As a politician.
Oh, that's
Remember
right.
the famous...
that Bahama thing, right?
The famous...
No, who was
yacht.
that?
Yacht thing.
Donna Rice.
Donna Rice.
Yeah.
Going to Bimini.
He was like
Bimini, that's right.
early, they thought next president for a while.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fast track.
Right. How times have changed.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Oh, no, the public wouldn't really care at all.
Yeah. He could be, doing her on Times Square and he'd be okay. Happy birthday, comedian Doug Benson.
Likes pot.
Yeah, he does.
Hope he remembers it's his birthday. Like big stoner.
Did you say Bret Hart's birthday?
Yes, he did, yeah.
Oh. All right.
It ain't really smart.
What do you want this morning, coffee or juice?
Yeah, here's some juice to eat.
Okay.
We got to hitch hard with juice to eat.
Did she have any follow-up to that?
Nope.
Yes.
Angel in the morning. But
Angel in the morning.
Yeah.
Love's been a little bit
hard on me. Hey, she said hard on.
Yes.
That's just like Queen of Hearts.
It's very similar.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's some guy coming in with a cigar. We need one just like that.
I think Angel in the Morning's wonderful.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Is that a cover?
Yeah.
Or did
Somebody else wrote that. I forget who it was.
That was a big hit years before.
Yeah,
let's see, where were we?
See, this is one of the things, if you pay me.
I don't ever hear this kind of a smart ass.
You just said it was a cover. You said it was a cover. I was indicating that it was a cover of a song that was already a huge hit.
Right. What is that? Okay,
That
never
does
mind.
happen.
You're right, Tom.
There's a difference.
Yes,
Sheena
there sure
Easton.
is.
It wasn't Sheena Easton's My Baby Takes the Morning
Yes.
Train a cover?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My
Baby takes the morning pill. Okay. Johnny Weir, fashion icon.
Johnny.
He's an ice skater, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's dressed wacky.
Would you, for me, Tom, say his name again? Just
Johnny Weir. He's a very happy young
I
fellow.
think he's terrific.
I do too. I think he's great.
I like his hats.
Many
Yes.
fancy
I like the
hats.
Yes,
He's
many
fancy.
fancy.
He brings some a sparkle to
My
the.
gosh. Where does he keep the hats? I mean, some of them are very tall.
In a box, hat box.
Oh, but you need a refrigerator box for some of those hats.
Let's see. Margot Robbie, happy birthday, 1990.
What an ugly, hideous woman.
Thank God she has talent.
She's hard to look at. Am I right on that?
Hard again.
She is a cool actress. She's good.
This is odd. In 1843, an alligator reportedly fell from the sky over Charleston, South Carolina.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, that's a water spout, and they picked it up and just dumped it.
Every once in a while, you hear about it every once in a while. Toads will fall from the sky.
Sure.
But that was noted in the local paper in Charleston, South Carolina, many years ago. 1937, Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan disappear over the Pacific Ocean.
Noonan.
Did you say there's a new documentary out there?
There's a great lengthy article in the New York Times about what really went on. Amelia Earhart and her husband was evidently a promoter. He fancied himself a promoter and wanted to keep her in the headlines. And a lot of the problems Amelia had were created by her husband.
Oh, now they're blaming the man. Okay.
I think that. I think it has a lot to do with why Amelia fell in love with Eleanor Roosevelt.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much. 1962, Sam Walton opened the first Walmart in Rogers, Arkansas. I knew there was a fight. The first 20 minutes that place was open.
Sure there was. And some kid got smacked in the mouth for making too much noise.
Yeah, aisle 6 back in 1962.
Do you think Amelia Earhart gave Noonan Skyhead?
No.
Probably not.
You really need a vacation, don't you? The Susan B. Anthony dollar was first issued in 1979.
Yeah, I do.
Known as the...
Hey, he just made a joke. Give him some time off.
He just got to laugh.
Yeah.
People are laughing about that. You shut up and get out of here.
It did not get a laugh.
Oh, it got a laugh.
It did.
You weren't in everybody's car. It killed out there, my friends.
Oh, yeah. That's where it matters.
You'll see the emails tomorrow.
Airhead, was that the...
Skyhead.
Oh, Skyhead. Oh, I see. Okay, very good.
Airhead's funny, though.
Oh, yeah. Airhead would be...
Skyhead's funnier.
It's got a K in it.
Because I was going to say Airhead, and then I went, no, that's already kind of a thing, and I don't want to muddy it. We're going Skyhead.
Look at that. He's writing over there. And you want him to take time off.
Well, speaking of that...
Just a hat rack, my friend.
1980, one of the best movies ever made, top 10, Airplane premiered.
Not one laugh.
Oh, that was the fact. Surely you remember the movie Airplane.
Yeah, of course I do.
I do, and don't call me Shirley.
Thank you very much.
You want to meet the person that goes, I just didn't find it funny.
Oh, yeah, right? What are they trying to tell him? When he says, when can we land? I can't tell. No, you can tell me. I'm a doctor. Every time I lose my mind.
Yeah, let's see now. We will come back. We have letters. We have cranking it in the general... Dollar General.
Dollar General.
Amelia Earhart sex exploits.
Okay.
Yep.
And DUI. It's all coming up. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
We have two gents with guitars. Another song from you today, Pat?
With a star like Edwin here?
Yes. You're a star.
Does it make you nervous?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Pat's
but I mean-
awesome. I'm singing on his album later.
Yeah, we're going to sing today.
Oh, really?
I hope you're charging the hell out of it.
God, I
Wait,
do
I'm
too.
supposed to make money doing
Oh,
this?
yes.
You're going to get a little something.
Is that right?
10 copies.
What song is he singing on? Maybe you could practice.
It's called This Life Is Killing Me, and it's a surprise. We're going to...
Oh, all right.
You'll hear it when we're done.
Okay.
All right.
Now, you were mentioning the fact that you have a song that you sing at weddings.
Yes.
Oh, The Curse.
It has been banned.
Mm-hmm. You want to hear that?
No, I just want you. The story is, I'm trying to remember. You're going to sing it for someone's wedding this Halloween. Is that correct?
Correct. Halloween night.
Somebody's getting married on Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
And every time you've done this song, the couples have gotten divorced. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And
That, like 100%, right? This song's never failed.
I've done it for at least maybe 30 people, relatives, friends, and they've all gotten divorced.
30 for 30 then.
Yeah, at least 30 people.
These people are aware of your stats.
Yeah.
Okay.
They think it's funny. They want to break the curse.
All right.
And they're all there. She's a really cool person, Michelle. I talked to her over the weekend, and they're all getting dressed up in Halloween costumes. They're having a wacky wedding on Halloween night.
Cool.
And they want to have something like this because they want to break the curse because they say their love is so strong.
All right.
This is the second song I've ever written, and it's got a nice little pleasant melody, but lyrically it's a little naive.
Oh, just play a sample for our expert songwriter, Edwin McCain.
That means up. You're my golden inspiration.
It means nothing.
You're my hope, my navigation.
You're a Garmin.
You're a lighthouse when life turns stormy sea.
Big brick.
Watch when life turns stormy sea.
Yeah, we got the analogy now.
Watch this, Edwin.
No. I got more of a problem with the tense there.
Yeah.
There must be a tense problem.
In a wave of confusion, just look for me.
Nautical puns, huh?
I thought she was the lighthouse. Who's the lighthouse here.
He is the singer.
He's the lighthouse.
You said you're my lighthouse, right?
No, I'm your lighthouse, right?
She's your
I don't know any.
Who's the lighthouse?
Ever watching, always guiding.
Always guiding.
Check my course, which way I'm riding.
What are you riding? You got a boat?
Oh, the horse drowned.
Could I do the song at least? Your lighthouse.
So you got the horse up on deck? Is that what I'm hearing?
Mexican Navy.
Yeah. I think it must be.
I'm being heckled by Edwin now.
Sorry.
Life's been stormy sea.
So she's your lighthouse.
I don't know anymore.
Okay.
Wish I were falling off a lighthouse.
I wish the lighthouse was on fire.
In a wave of confusion, just look for. Hold the note. Me, oh, you're my lighthouse.
I wish I was on a lighthouse with Willem Dafoe trying to kill me. That's what I wish.
Okay, so I'm confused. If you're confused, look for me. You're the lighthouse now? I don't know.
He always was the lighthouse.
Shut up, Christy Lee. Don't listen to the words, just listen to the music in me. Because the lyrics don't mean anything when you're 22.
Try singing I'll Be at some point.
I got the music in me.
Your lighthouse.
Your lighthouse when it showers. I'll be your lighthouse when it's night.
You'll be hearing from my attorney.
Yeah.
You're not going to sue you. He's just going to say, it was so embarrassing. Please stop doing it.
As a fellow songwriter, you must be silent. Is what the suit's going to be.
It was my second song.
Now, Edwin, how many times have you been asked to do one of your songs for a wedding?
A lot.
Have you done it a lot?
I've sung my songs at weddings. In fact, I've sung multiple weddings for the same person.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but after like the second, after the second marriage, then I'm out of songs and I have to learn other people's songs, and it's like, you
could always do Lighthouse,
right? I will. I'm going to start adding Lighthouse, and I'll put a stop to this wedding nonsense.
Isn't I'll Be possibly one of the biggest wedding songs of all time? It's sung a lot, right?
It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. I know the Filipinos call it their second national anthem.
No kidding.
Because of karaoke.
Oh, wow.
We went over there and played to like 20,000 seats in an arena, and you'd think that would be awesome, except for that's really the only song they like. Oh. So it's an awkward hour and 15 minutes till we get there,
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less. Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less? It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear. So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal? Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Ghosts don't take the summer off,
There's
they don't.
Pat
They do not.
Godwin.
Hello.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hi.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
He's right about ghosts.
I've heard that. Ace Cosby, we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
We've got a lot of letters over here we haven't gotten to yet.
Okay, we'll go to a couple of them, and I got some I got to do over here.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show. My name is Harvey. Harvey.
No, hang on for 1 second. Miss Hooker, have you ever seen the movie Harvey?
No.
It is. Would you do me a favor and watch it this weekend?
Yeah. Okay. What's it about? What's the
2 hours? It's kind of hard to explain what it's, but just trust me on this.
James Stewart is an alcoholic who sees a 6-foot-tall rabbit, and that nobody else can see.
I thought
don't say it with such disdain.
I'm not. I'm giving her the.
I thought he was more addled than alcoholic. I didn't know.
Oh, in the play, at least, that I was in.
Okay.
He was.
Oh, God, I knew it.
Did you play the title role, Elwood P. Dowd? Was that you?
No, I was not Elwood P. Dowd. I was Dr. Chumskley, the guy. Chumskley.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Anyway, he's
a joyful romp
Yeah, it's
through.
nice.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
And if you want to know that,
is it patriotic? Is it 4th of July themed? Is it?
That's a fair guess, considering James Stewart did a lot of those. But,
Okay. All right.
boy, if you want to define lovable, James Stewart and Harvey, don't you think? Lovable?
Sure.
What year did this movie come out?
40.
Black and white times.
Okay.
8, 9.
Black and white.
7.5.
You know, like that new documentary about the Dallas Cowboys that celebrates their big years. And as I said, yes, it's in black and white just to make chick happy.
This from the text line this morning. By the way, you can text us. I'm not sure of the number. What am I, your mother? Look it up. Good morning, Bob and Tom Show. Can Skyhead be the name of the next James Bond movie?
That's
Nothing but Sky.
I'm getting Skyhead.
Gobbling James Bond.
Whoever sent that email in needs a vacation.
009.
You can tell they need time off.
We need to catch Jess up.
I like to think your heart's in the right place when you say things like that.
I don't know.
Tom has more or less said to everyone, I think, on staff, these words, and I'm not making any of this up.
Okay.
Hey, why don't you take a month off sometime? Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny?
Why would you not take him up on that?
Well, the last time, I think I'm going to, but he...
Because he's not going to pay you for a month. And then
No, that's not.
But he does.
No,
yeah.
that's not the way
The
it
rules for
works.
Christy are different than the rules for some of us.
All right.
I would take a month off.
I think his heart is definitely in the right place, but I
think he knows exactly who he's dealing with and how paranoid we all are.
Yeah, but the way we hear it is...
Yeah, I think that's on you guys, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Would you take a
He's not responsible.
I don't want you to be thinking just because you're gone and the shows go great without you that we're going to realize, wow, we could sure use one less salary around.
That's pretty much exactly what I was thinking.
Yes.
That's so weird that you know that.
I was wrong. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh, yes.
So much for the, what was it? Heart in the right place angle?
Told you.
No, I think it's possible to get a little bit burned out doing this day after day.
Does that happen to you? Do you experience burnout?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a day off.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, don't take it out on poor Balthazar at a Chicago hotel.
You could have took yesterday
Yes.
Now, we were discussing the movie Harvey. I'm just saying, Miss Hooker, it's a lovely, really fun,
Maybe I will.
heartwarming movie.
I was fascinated. It's a very old play, though. It's not.
Yeah. But it's a good one. It's a good one.
And it's kind of hard to explain.
I explained it perfectly to you. Is the rabbit real or not?
He sees the 6 foot.
And he also there's a romance
he's doing some kind of NPR overanalyzing, taking the joy out of it, but that's fine.
Not at all.
You just need you just need a
Give you one or two sentence elevator pitch.
Maybe 2 bullet points. That's it.
Yeah,
what he's doing is he can't remember what the effing movie's about, and so he says it's too complicated.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh.
You know what? I am going to take an effing vacation right now.
See,
too much
now,
off.
Josh's new movie review book, his new movie review book entitled "Rosebud Was a Sled."
I just go right to the
If there's anything funnier on the earth than
every
Josh
movie
getting mad at Tom, I know what it is.
I didn't ruin anything.
Then there's that 20-year-old classic, "The Chick Has a Penis." There's that one.
It should have been called that.
All right.
Are you talking about Yentl?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the opposite.
I need softer focus on me. All right, Barbara. Hang on.
Not this angle.
Dear Bob and Tom Show. Well, I made it all the way through Gus on Disney. The field goal kicking mule. It's pretty dumb. Besides the lovely Liberty Williams, the only highlight was Harold Gould and Dick Van Patten sitting in Tom's favorite individual steam modules with their heads sticking out.
Well,
I love those.
To see it. Yeah.
Do they even make those anymore?
Yeah, they do, and they're like high tech, and they zip up, and they're soft sides, and yeah, absolutely.
Because that's such a great Three Stooges gag. They go by the guy.
The really fat guy gets in.
Yeah, the really fat guy gets in the steamer thing, and it's just his head is sticking out. And then some guy comes by, shoves a broom in there, he can't get out. They come by 20 minutes later, and this little skinny guy gets out. That is so great.
I have another Gus email. It says, watch it. This person says it's a must-watch.
Really?
Brian, if only for the supermarket scene. And he emphasizes, supermarket. You'll thank me later.
Okay.
Now we have to watch Gus.
So what's Gus?
He's a
field goal
kicker. Yeah.
They find out that he can naturally kick like 100-yard field goal.
He was a soccer star.
He's a mule.
Yes.
And he gets stolen,
Hungary
right?
or
He's an
somewhere.
actual animal.
Yes.
And Bob Crane's in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the NFL rules do not prohibit having an animal on your team.
Who knew?
And he actually did better on the Wonderlic test than several of the defensive linemen.
All right.
Anyone?
Not me.
See, he's a mule.
Mm-hmm.
But he's smart. He's smarter than the guy in the...
Right.
Okay.
I had a mouthful of coffee.
Yeah,
I did not notice this yesterday morning when Tom was broadcasting from the hotel room, but is this true? Hello, Bob and Tom Show. This is from John from Mawiaka, Moweaqua. My favorite thing about Tom being in the hotel room yesterday is when he told the server to bring the table into my studio.
Yeah, I heard that.
notice that either.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I did not remember.
He said
I was on the air, and I propped the door open to the hotel room, and then when the guy knocked, I said, "Come on in." Then I inadvertently said, "Yeah, bring the table over to my studio."
Yeah, he did.
I'm sorry, I was in studio mode.
Yeah. In the studio.
And was it Balthazar?
Balthazar.
Balthazar.
He started spelling it, and you
understand a word he
stand
said.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, there was an accent.
Oh,
he's a very nice man.
There were two.
Oh, you did one too.
Oh,
he did it back to
him. Funny
stuff.
funny Tom.
To his face, I can't understand a word you're saying. Isn't that what you told him?
That happened
At one point.
Yeah. Yeah. To his face.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, this from Manny, a longtime listener, first-time emailer. Could we get Tom working out of hotels more often? I've never laughed harder in all my years listening to your show. Tom's conversation with the room service staff, I had to replay it several times.
Oh, my
It's a best of. I'm a bartender. I deal with a lot of interesting people from time to time, but I've yet to meet Tom. Thanks for brightening my day with pointless education.
Yes, we do dabble in pointless
From North
education.
Carolina. We
Nice.
I think that's our first.
I'm not a big fan of room service. I'll tell you that to be honest. But since I couldn't leave the room because I was broadcasting from there,
from your studio.
Yeah, I had them wheel. But I like to go down to where the people are.
Be amongst the people.
You know what?
You are a people person.
Before you do that again, maybe you should ask the people what they think. But go ahead.
Yes, I typically do not get room service, but it was nice. Got an English muffin, some fruit,
Oh, yeah, and
a delightful
Various
coffee, and a
jams
carrot
and
juice.
jelly.
I'm going to say
Carrot juice, good for you.
six jams and jellies.
Oh, and I forgot to bring you. I forgot to bring you the jellies.
Oh, we told you to bring them.
And what did you have on the English muffin?
Nothing.
He raw dogged it.
Nothing wrong with that. I do that.
That'll
That's
scratch
cool.
the roof of your mouth.
It was delicious, delicious and
Yeah, you
delightful.
got to be careful.
Now, coming up, we have news from the world of sports. Coco Gauff out of here.
Oh, gone. See ya.
First round.
Back home with her husband, Jared.
Yes.
Jared Goff and Coco Goff. The Goffs. Making her Coco Goff. Tom, your thoughts?
Turn your head and golf.
Oh, okay.
The Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by Betterhelp. Workplace stress got you down?
Take a couple months off.
You know what? Now that you mentioned it, if you can't take a couple months off, hook up with BetterHelp, right?
If you can't take a couple of months off with pay, perhaps maybe it's time for some therapy. Of course, there's a lot of pressure on all of us in all kinds of ways. That's where therapy is extraordinarily useful. And we've talked about getting rid of the stigma. It's okay to seek counsel, to talk to someone. That's where BetterHelp comes in. If you've been kind of concerned about how am I going to do this? How am I going to access a therapist? I don't know who to talk to. Well, BetterHelp is a really good idea. The way they do it is you'll fill out a questionnaire. They'll try to match you with a therapist that is a specialist in the various areas you want to talk about. And by the way, you can switch therapists anytime. No additional fees are involved. Over 30,000 therapists are currently involved in the BetterHelp program. More than 5 million people have been served globally. So give it a shot. Once again, BetterHelp is the largest online therapy provider in the world, and they can provide access to mental health professionals with, like I said, with a diverse variety of expertise. So see what I'm talking about. Unwind from work with BetterHelp. Bob and Tom Show listeners can get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/ BT Show. That's better, H-E-L-P. Betterhelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, we have news from the world of sports. We even have more letters. We have a song. I think, can we do that song right next, Pat? I'm looking forward to hearing some music. Sure. Got a song coming out of Mr. Godwin. And we are still in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. Do you follow the news at all?
Yeah, I think, because naturally you have to. Like, comics travel so much. We perform in every type of market, every demographic, socioeconomic group, all that stuff. So I think comics should be encouraged to talk about the stuff. But you follow it and it can get down and you're like, oh, wow, the world's gone to hell. But and gotten so violent. But I don't think the world ever got violent. There's no got. The world's been violent since the beginning. Cain killed Abel, right? The third person on the planet killed the fourth person. We weren't even able to make it to 3 people. Before somebody was. At one time, a third of the people on the planet were murderers. Right? A third of the people in the hood aren't murderers. A third of the people who own guns aren't murderers. A third of the people in jail aren't even murderers. San Quentin, Folsom Prison, and Alcatraz are safer than the book of Genesis. True enough. You're right. You thought Compton and Baghdad were tough. Try downtown Eden after the sun goes down. Scary. Murder and violence at person 3. One couple had 2 boys who had the world to themselves, and one of them was claiming this town ain't big enough for the 2 of us. Cain killed 25% of the world's population. That's more than Stalin, Hitler, Idi Amin, Pol Pot, King Herod, Genghis Khan, Manifest Destiny, typhoid, cancer, AIDS, cooties, all combined, right? Right. Cain killed a third of the people he knew. He knew 3 people. He killed one of them. If you knew Cain, you had a 66 and 2/3% chance of survival. There's no such thing as the good old days. There was no perfect time to be alive. There was like one good day. It was half a day. Adam and Eve were naked alone in an oasis. Yep. Lunchtime came. People got hungry. Apples were eaten. Boom, Detroit.
Bravo. There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Health experts are praising a brand new viral trend called the fart walk.
The fart walk.
The so-called fart walk became a phenomenon after it was introduced by TikTok user Marilyn Smith.
I'm a fart walker. I'm a fart walk.
Do you go for a walk after dinner?
Yeah, almost all the time.
Well, because you have to walk your dog.
Sometimes society needs reminders, and this is one of those. Hey, how about a nice walk after dinner?
Yeah. Now, don't you prefer the fart sit, Josh?
I will say,
you eat a pizza and a hot dog, and you sit down.
You know,
when was the last time you had a pizza?
I really like the idea that the one pizza, the whole pizza wasn't enough. I just needed a hot dog to really cap it all.
That's a hell of a meal right there.
And yes, it's not easy to find a place where you can get pizza and a hot dog.
Because a pizza's such a full meal.
So I order a pizza, eat it, and then I have to make myself a hot dog.
Here's the thing, though.
Hi, it's Josh Arnold from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Now, your kids are, 11 is your son, right?
Yes, correct.
How old's your daughter?
6.
6. Okay, great.
Yeah,
She still gets away with stuff, probably. 6 years old.
She's so funny that I just refuse to punish her for anything.
Right.
She came up from kindergarten one day and she goes, Dad, Stacy and I were playing catch and she hit me right in the balls. She only has an older brother. She's only heard that area referred to as that. A good dad would tell her that she's wrong. I am not going to do that. I have chosen to use that to my advantage. She'll be on her first date and making out with some dude and she'll be like, touch my ball.
No.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, professional broadcasting at its finest. Finest in quotes. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Jess Hooker.
Hey.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
I just realized I forgot to go home.
You're told to go home.
What are you doing here? Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick. Hello, lover. How you doing over there, Tom?
I was. I'll talk to you, Miss Hooker.
Yeah.
I was asking earlier if since a lot of folks are taking Thursday, Friday off, even though July 4th is on Friday, but that made me think. Coming up next year, it will be the 250th July 4th.
I think it's cool. I'm with you.
That's fine.
And it's gonna. I asked, is it going to be a Saturday? The answer is yes.
Oh, that's good.
So that's going to mean huge fireworks. The combination of both those things.
Oh, yeah.
What's the beer intake? Doesn't it like go Halloween?
Oh, that's a very good. That's a really good question.
No, not
New Year's
beer.
Eve, holiday.
Yeah.
I think 4th of July is over Halloween.
That's
probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would assume the beer intake if the 4th of July is on a Saturday, especially. I assume that everything goes way up.
Sure.
Well, in celebration of the 250th, we should really just take that whole week off.
Maybe the whole
Listen to this. She's already planning.
The day with the highest beer consumption in the U.S. is St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's number 2?
Well, other holidays like New Year's Eve and the Wednesday before Thanksgiving
That's a big one.
also see significant alcohol consumption. St. Patrick's Day is known to be the top beer-focused holiday.
July 4th, not even mentioned for
But
beer.
I think going out and drinking, but 4th of July is usually at home drinking.
Yeah,
right?
that could be. I wonder. Yeah, it would be interesting. But then the fact that it's going to be on a Saturday, it's going to be extra special, and it's the 250th.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful.
I mentioned that earlier and was mocked by Chick.
I know.
Chick who likes to watch his fireworks on television.
There's a place for that.
I'm not a fireworks guy. Now I have a dog that's not a fireworks dog. She gets upset.
Do you medicate her?
Starting today, I'm going to medicate her as soon as I get a hold of the medicine.
Okay,
You don't have any ludes on you, do you?
doggy ludes.
No, just regular ludes. I'll cut them in half. You shut up.
Now, I thought we'd switch gears before we get to sports, since I think are we done with it, or have we even started?
Okay, hang on a second. Sports is a part of this show, mister.
Like it or not.
You don't know. Thank you, Christy.
Yeah. And we like it. We like it. He does not.
And the very fact you don't know if I've started. What did he say? Okay. Have you started? Are we in the middle of it? Or are we already done?
I know you teased some guys getting $1 million a game in the NBA.
That's close. That's close is what I said.
Okay, and Coco Gauff out in round 1 at Wimbledon.
That's right.
Tom, when you hear this many people mad at you,
what does that tell you?
Do you, in your head, still go, boy, all of these people need a break. They're all burned out.
Maybe it's time for a solo show.
Go for it.
Now you're talking.
I'll do it with Balthazar,
I would listen.
The waiter.
I would love to hear you do a show by yourself.
Man,
the waiter
would be
from
my
the hotel.
Podcast. Holy hell. Tom and Balthazar.
Before we get to sports, Christy, we had another interesting cocaine story.
Goers stumbled across an unusual package that washed ashore in Florida.
Oh, this again, huh?
It contained $500,000 worth of cocaine. The Walton County Sheriff's Office said the 25 kilos of drugs were wrapped in packaging featuring the Looney Tunes character Yosemite Sam.
That's amazing.
So now it's fun. So the guys bringing cocaine into our country are now.
They have a sense of humor.
How? Why? Did they just? Why? It just seems so odd.
I don't know, but there it is.
Oh, it's the classic. He's got two pistols, and it's the back off.
That's right.
Yosemite Sam that you'll see on those tire guards. Yeah, mud flaps.
Yeah.
You think that would keep people from stealing your cocaine if they saw that?
I think that's a brand probably because they used to put Batman and Superman on.
Oh, they did?
Like
Really?
Yeah,
it's a brand?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's this group's Coke is good. And I got you.
We don't have any. Not just any cocaine. It's that Sam.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
But wouldn't you go with like Tasmanian Devil? I mean, if you were
that's
thinking
not
of
bad.
any of them
Probably
coked
have,
out,
yeah.
it'd be the Tasmanian Devil. Yeah.
Yosemite Sam is famous for what?
His fake cursing. That's.
Yeah. That
rattle, frazzle.
I love him. I love him so much.
And I was just watching where he was a knight and he was trying to.
That's a great one.
Ride a dragon. It won an Oscar. And he kept, dragon, whoa. He's got
the giant.
He hits him in the head.
Joust.
Go ahead, Tom.
No, but that reminds me, Pat, because we have had, as soon as Christy started the story, Josh goes, another one of these.
Oh, boy.
That was me.
That's okay.
Oh, sorry.
I want to take credit.
All interchangeable.
For we are. If we didn't wear different clothes, you could not tell us apart.
No, you're not interchangeable. Today, you've been very funny.
Do you have... One of our listeners asked if you had a seating chart that had everybody's name on it so you don't forget.
That's not a bad idea.
See, even the listeners know you're hurtful.
I always love this story. Packages of cocaine keep washing up on shore in the Florida Keys now. Some reports have cocaine packages. Some reports have cocaine packages floating ashore as far north as Hialeah. Now, I have only heard of Hialeah because of the horse racing there.
Yes.
It's such a beautiful name. Adam Hoffner, whose dad, of course, created the Hoffner base, is a Border Patrol spokesman. He told the Miami Herald the most recent packages washed up on the, is it pronounced Isla Morada?
Yes, Isla Morada.
Isla Morada shoreline.
Down by Key West.
Do you like Isla Morada?
I do. It's my favorite place.
That
Love
fancy
it.
cocaine.
You know what you should do? Take a month off.
I will go there.
They found a large sack of cocaine offshore at Key Largo. There's another song.
North
Key
of
Largo.
Isla Morada.
Like Bogey and Bacall.
Bogey and Bacall. We had it all.
We had it all. Key Largo. Yeah, sure. Do you know what we're doing there, Miss Hooker?
No, it's okay.
No. We're here to educate. Have you ever? Now, your assignment for the weekend, of course, is to watch the movie Harvey.
Harvey, got it.
Have you ever seen the movie Key Largo?
No.
Oh,
Key Largo's a miss. It's okay. I mean,
Who's
if you
in
don't have
it?
anything up,
Humphrey Bogart.
Oh, I thought that was Jimmy.
One of the Osceola brothers is played by Jay Silverheels from. Sorry, never mind. That may be too obscure even for you.
Do you have a song, Pat?
Now, so once again, Hialeah was one of the spots they found these, and that reminds me of a great Pat Godwin tribute.
Cocaine washed upon the shore in Hialeah. Selling on the streets is a bad idea. If you find it, call the cops ASAP. Cocaine washed upon the shores in Hialeah. I met a girl in Key West named Maria. Made love on the beach and got gonorrhea. Ate a Cuban sandwich and got diarrhea. Cocaine washed up on the shores in Hialeah.
And you wanted to do sports.
I don't think sports is as blasphemous as what just.
I know that. That's a religious song, right?
Who cares?
Natasha Howard had 16
the rare
points.
Spiritual.
I never. There's a lot of those songs I never got.
Yeah.
Well, you don't. You're not schooled in those certain.
Michael rowed the boat ashore. So what? What do you do?
Okay.
There's a little bit of a backstory there.
Oh, there is? Okay. Was anyone water skiing?
Natasha Howard.
Did you ever see the episode, by the way, of Mythbusters where the guy water skis behind a crew team rowing the boat?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Or are they trying to bust?
I've always, I just thought that, I think that's which show it was. I've always thought that would be the coolest thing ever.
And they were able to do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
That's awesome.
Yeah, fun. Oh, sorry. Back to what is it? What do you got? Rich
Natasha
basketball?
Howard has 16 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and the Indiana Fever defeated the Minnesota Lynx 74-59 in Minneapolis in the WNBA Commissioner's Cup final. Fever missing, of course, all-star guard Caitlin Clark. She's been sidelined since the 24th of June with that strained groin.
Was there somebody who wasn't playing for the other team? I didn't know if there were any missing links. What are your thoughts?
Tom is applauding.
All right.
That makes up for everything so far this morning. You're back. Now you can't take a vacation.
You
need to stay.
From the NBA, Miles Turner has
missing links. No one else laughed at that. That's great.
Well, I mean,
what does that tell you? Miles Turner now, Milwaukee Buck.
That's sad.
Yeah, he was on a Pacer Indiana Pacer his entire 10-season career. Now he's a Buck. Damian Lillard was waived.
Yeah, don't feel too bad. What's he getting, like $30 million a year?
$100 million or something. Please stop listening to sports talk radio. And Wimbledon yesterday, Coco Gauff become just the third woman in the Open era to lose in the first round at Wimbledon right after winning the championship at the French.
Yeah, they're too close together.
Is that just too tiring?
I mean, is there some...
Yeah, she's exhausted.
Topic. No, it's all.
Now, do you think we could start a cheer for her? Turn your head and golf.
Yeah.
You'd grab the. Here's how it would work, Miss Hooker. Okay. You grab the testicles of the man closest to you, and you say, "Turn your head and golf." Pat, looks like you're the winner.
Novak, I have a sports story especially for Pat. Novak Djokovic has been visited twice by a doctor for a stomach issue, and given what Joker says are miracle pills.
Oh, and he took them?
And he
took them. I thought he didn't take advice from medical professionals.
6-1 in 4 sets, 6-1, 6-2, 6-2, 6-7. A victory over Alexander Müller in the Wimbledon's
he dies
first.
of COVID.
Do you guys watch tennis?
No.
Yeah.
I will every now and then. Yeah.
I mean, it's... when you watch it after you've like tried playing, and I say tried playing because it's not ping pong.
No. It's hard. Those balls are flying at you.
And the way you have to hit the ball off the racket isn't necessarily, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The athleticism is insane.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, I said Shea.
Now you don't want to do your own bit?
You don't want to do it?
Am I doing the Shea Gilgeous? Did we start this?
Yes.
I don't think we did.
I have no memory. No memory of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Jingleheimer Schmidt. That's my name too.
4 years, $285 million Supermax extension.
Yes.
Which is $71.5 million a year, which is the highest contract for an athlete playing a professional sport in the United States of America.
Man.
Huh.
But he got a new club.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander. You know what? It doesn't roll off the tongue.
If you were doing the like you were drunk, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander.
We're going to do the soccer story. Maybe he'll like this.
I doubt it.
China men's soccer hasn't generated...
No. China's men's soccer.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
Chinaman soccer, which sounds like
it took a break for the railroad work.
It sounds like it's not actually a sport.
Yes, it's
like a Chinese fire drill or whatever.
Yeah, it's a very negative. Let's not do it that way.
I can see the problem. We have a video.
It sounds like something a foreman would say. Hey, will you guys quit playing Chinaman soccer and get to work?
And what is the origin of the so-called Chinese fire drill? where you pull up and everybody gets out of the car and runs.
I don't know.
All I know is we used to do those in high school all the time. Everybody jump out of the car, do a lap around, switch places.
Okay. I don't know why.
And it was no offense to anyone of Asian heritage, by the way.
I'm going to take a different tack. In Beijing yesterday, 4 teams of humanoid robots. Listen to me what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Faced off in a fully autonomous 3-on-3 soccer match. Let's go to the video screen and look and see how they're playing.
Oh,
it's not video.
Let's go look at the still pictures. These are courtroom drawings.
He's on a
There was one that got injured. Yeah,
it looks like a skeleton they're carrying off in a stretcher.
Gross.
Are these the ones where when you say autonomous, does that mean there's no one at the sideline operating them?
They're on their own. Yeah.
Wow.
Really something.
These things are getting great. They had the ones in the marathon not too long ago.
According to organizers, key aspect of the match was that all the participating robots, 6 in all, operating fully autonomous using AI-driven strategies without any human intervention or supervision.
Did they dive like real soccer players and grab their shin and roll around for 4 minutes, screaming?
They had advanced visual sensors. The robots were able to identify the ball and navigate the field with extreme agility.
Oh, boy.
They were also designed to stand up on their own after falling. However, during the match, several still had to be carried off the field on stretchers by staff, adding to the realism, it says here, of the experience. There you go.
Is this going to be a thing? Instead of watching people excelling in great athleticism, we're going to watch.
Maybe it'll replace National Football League.
There you go.
That'll cut down on the.
It's slow.
It's very slow.
It's awful. No. So looking at this video now, it's not replacing anything.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
But it's still pretty amazing.
I do like the one falling down there.
That was very.
And just like in kids soccer, they all bunch up.
Right. It does look like a kids soccer game.
Oh, look at it.
You have to see this. They're all falling down.
Okay.
We're in you're laughing now, but one of these days when the robots take on, the winners of the World Cup, you think CTE's bad now. Wait till you get a robot kick in the head.
No.
Well,
all right.
So will that replace? Ain't that a kick in the head? Ain't that a robot kick in the head?
That's
yes.
Michael Jordan's one-time Chicago area mansion. You might be spending the weekend there if you'd like.
We'll find out about that in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Once again, coming up, we have Christy Lee News.
Yep.
We have Cedar Point News, one of the great theme parks in this great country of ours. Oh, what a weekend it's going to be there. Oh, that's be awesome. We have also, I'm going to tie this together. Cedar Point is in Ohio, as is Kings Island, another great park. And Kings Island, Miss Hooker, is famous for what monument?
The Eiffel Tower.
Okay, said with enthusiasm.
The Eiffel Tower,
Mr.
Tom.
Griswold, sir.
In the news, the Eiffel Tower.
Once again, I'd like to be addressed as Mr. Griswold.
The original one in Paris.
The original Eiffel Tower
is moved to
Paris.
Kings Island?
No, but it's closed today, and we're going to find out why when we come back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Dave Landau has joined us. You've brought your best friend along, I understand. He is Matt McClary. I have not met Matt prior to this. Matt, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Now, I'd like to clarify, because there seems to be a certain awkwardness in the air.
Yeah.
I think I can facilitate getting you less ill at ease, if you will.
Okay. I don't think I'm the one who needs to be put at ease. I think that's everybody else.
That's precisely what I want to do. You are let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Not victim. That would be too awful.
Victim? Let's not do that.
That could potentially be.
That could be everyone else in the room. Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
You have Asperger's.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm like Mr. Bean if he might have a gun on him. That level. The thing is, it's not actually called Asperger's anymore. In the DSM-5, it's just just high-functioning autism. Like, I put a joke about it online, and somebody replied to me. They said, you can't use that word anymore. It's politically incorrect. It's a slur. So I replied, shut up, Asperger's. If it's a slur, I have it. That makes it my word.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep saying Asperger, and I'm going to put the hard R at the end of it, too.
What is the phrase? On the spectrum?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's, you know.
Yeah, I never liked that one. It sounds like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah, here at Cedar Point, you ride the Spectrum. It was awesome.
Yeah,
it's great.
I think of Rainbow.
Yeah, no, but that's
well, that's a different thing.
Okay. Whoosh. You guys are buddies, though, right? You and Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we met 20 years ago.
Literally 20 years ago.
When he got in my car and kept reading signs.
Yeah. Had you been identified at that time as, did they label your particular sphere of existence?
Yeah, I was.
You know what? He's right. You're the one who's weird enough. What the hell's going on over there?
It's so difficult these days.
Will you not do this in front of company?
Please say you had been properly diagnosed. And
when I was 17, until then, it was just my fault, you know? I'm from that generation.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. It's just awkward.
Yeah,
Matt. If I were to be introducing you to someone, and
you wouldn't bring it up.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say don't be concerned about the blank stare and the weird attitude. And I would just say, hey, you figured out yourself. You're on your own. I can't figure it.
This is the perfect storm. Is what this is.
I can say, look, I know this guy seems like a total weirdo, but he's on the spectrum.
This guy seems like he's right. You wouldn't say any of that in polite society.
He's like all of us. He's doing the best that he can.
Well, I'm a performer. I might be turning it up a little.
There's a human being under there.
And you're here.
I blame Landau. You knew all this would happen.
You're smiling over there, Dan.
Look at him.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Do break the dating rules, according to Glamour magazine.
So
which
have
are,
sex on the first date?
It says, if you had a great time and want to call him first, go ahead.
No.
What?
No. I disagree with that.
Okay.
Really? We have a new ringtone that I think is going to be available on the Bob and Tom website.
What does it sound like?
Is that right?
Play
Here's what
it.
it sounds like. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm not wearing panties.
There you go.
Oh, it must be my mom.
I'm not wearing panties.
That's
Oh, Mom, come on.
I'm not wearing panties.
I can't answer the
All right,
Will somebody
I'm
get
not wearing
that?
panties.
Hold on, I'll get it. Hello?
yes. Oh, electronics.
Oh, you
Isn't it
set
cool?
me right up.
It's all this cool digital stuff.
Fun.
Fell right in your trap, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, once again, Glamour.
Wait a minute.
I'm not wearing panties.
And?
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Don't drink a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, yeah, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because then
Hello?
you're going to break all the other rules.
Yeah, you are. Come on.
You're not going to be wearing panties, and you're going to be having sex on the first date. That's all.
Wow, is that what? Wow, do not give Christy a drink.
So,
God forbid you do what you want.
Yeah. So what you're saying is go to the bartender, give him $50.
Yeah.
And
And then you'll be calling him after.
You know what Han always says? Keep a drink in her hand.
There you go.
now, do you take phone calls when you're on a date?
Oh, yeah, I bet you do, because that exhibits it. You don't care.
No, I leave the phone in case the kids call. I leave the phone there.
You know,
but
that
I
might
don't
be an
take
emergency.
calls.
Oh, and if they call, I guess they wouldn't have that ring. Sorry.
Oh, hang on.
I'm not wearing panties.
It's my kids. Hang on.
That would not be on her own phone.
Hang on just a second.
I'm not wearing panties.
Oh, it's my priest. Hang on just a second.
It is not. You wouldn't have it on your own phone.
I'm going back on vacation.
You know you should.
I'll be here tomorrow. I'm not wearing panties.
My mother, hang on just a second.
Hold on a second.
Oh, that's not me. That's my phone. Chick stole my phone and put that on as the ring. I'm getting punked right now.
Okay.
I've got tears in my eyes.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
Yo.
Pat Godwin.
Yeah.
Hey. Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
I'm watching these robots playing soccer. I don't know. All I can think of is a cheer, though.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yeah. Give me an A.
Hey.
Give me an I.
I. What's that spell? Al in some fonts.
I'm still waiting for the Helvetica people to come up with a better lowercase. What is it? Lowercase L and capital I. It's really annoying. Looks like AI looks like Al. Really
and
bugs me.
periods really would.
Yeah,
fix that whole thing.
That would fix it. Yeah, it really bugs me. But they're just trying to shove that down our throats. Anyways,
I think it's shoved, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Michael Jordan, huh?
I don't know. The robot thing is weird. They're getting better though. These are autonomous robots.
We keep saying and nobody's listening to us.
No, Miss Hooker, do you have a Roomba?
I do.
Do you use it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I had one, and after
I
a
gave
while,
mine away when we moved.
Yeah, I like sweeping. I like doing that. So.
What time can you come over?
Yeah. Other than the beauty of watching your dogs try to navigate with a Roomba in the room, there's really no.
I love the videos watching babies ride on them.
They have Roomba videos, babies riding on Roombas, cats riding on
that's a good one,
Roombas,
too. Yeah.
puppy dog, little pups riding on Roombas. It's hilarious.
The video of me riding on a Roomba, just Google man breaks Roomba.
They have Roomba pool. I'm not sure what they're calling it. They put a Roomba in the center of a billiard table, and then they put the billiard balls around the Roomba at various parts, and you bet on the ball. And I don't know how you win, but they just click the Roomba. I love it. Whenever it bumps a ball into the hole, I guess the last one bumped in. That's the guy who wins. I
love that.
Wow, that's a gambling problem.
Or
a fun Friday night.
Yeah, those guys look like they were having fun.
Yeah.
Now you know the crap you think's fun. Well, these guys think this is fun.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So's leaving your kids in poverty. We have.
That was quite a leap.
We have a great.
You made there. Doesn't your son bet on everything?
Of course, because that's fun.
Something happened to him where that happened to somebody he knew, and now everybody who gambles.
I mean, you know, gambling on sports can be fun, but gambling on the pool ball falling in, that's.
I bet it was $1.
So you don't.
It's tens of thousands of dollars, Josh. These poor men can't feed their families.
What if they were total?
Give me a number. Somebody.
6.
6. You give me 6 mice and a pool table and a cardboard racetrack, and let's get the betting going. How about that, huh? Come on.
Okay. Now, actually, can we switch gears and go to Christy for the? Do you have that lottery story? There's something about this story it's really kind of interesting and fun.
Yeah, an Oakland County couple hasn't told anyone they won $4 million on the Michigan lottery ticket. It was a scratcher. 77-year-old woman won the $4 million. She opted for the 30-year payout, though, rather than the lump sum payment.
How old is she?
77. Now, that's an optimist.
Yeah.
Is it transferable?
No, I don't know, but she gets $133,000 for the next 30 years.
Yeah, her estate would get it.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Absolutely.
All right, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Neither she nor her husband told anyone, including their family, and they plan to surprise them soon. Yeah, the one-time lump sum payment would have been $2.7 million.
I see. I would have taken that, of course, but
yeah, but you still
they're thinking of their family's future.
Yeah,
if it's transferable.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's a permanent. You ever see those TV commercials where they go, "If you won the lottery,
right,
and you took the long-term payout, we'll pay you now."
But I've never seen them say, "Hey, if your parents won the lottery and they died."
You don't get nothing.
Yeah.
No, that isn't how it works.
Different commercial.
Okay, well, I'm glad to know that's not how it works.
That's Social Security.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was really kind of sweet.
I think so too.
And she was. Did you mention that she won it in the parking lot of a Kroger?
no, it's not in my story.
Okay, sorry.
So that's all right.
You can come in early and read it if you want. I forgot you were out drinking. We all know. I saw you. I saw you shoving the.
Oh, so Tom goes, I've never seen you eat so much.
Yeah.
I have had an egg sandwich once a week here for the last 30 years.
By the way,
what a dick.
In the book titled Things Every Man Knows Straight Out of the Uterus.
Yeah.
What not to say to a woman.
That is right.
I've never seen you eat so much.
I've never seen you eat
so
No, it's just trying to kill the buzz from all the booze.
I'm not.
Oh, my God.
I didn't drink.
Christy,
You're fine.
Christy will say you didn't drink an
I
egg
did
sandwich.
not say I didn't drink.
I'm going to say sometimes you'll have 2 a week.
I had 2 margaritas at dinner.
And that just
at 6 o'clock.
That's just the pregame.
Of course, it was a glass.
Nice booze.
Excuse me.
Remember what Uncle Chicky says, don't say anything in here.
I
about your
didn't.
personal life.
His son saw me there. That's what. Yeah.
Isn't it
Sam's fault.
aperitif post-dinner?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, Pat. I don't know why I didn't ask.
Why did you not come to the expert?
No, it's pre. That's before dinner.
Aperitif is pre or post? Okay.
It's before. Yeah.
I drink it before.
You drink all of it.
I thought an aperitif came with a bonbon. Isn't that right?
Pat, is an aperitif? I'll take one.
I don't know what that even means.
It's like a small alcoholic drink that you have.
Before.
I couldn't remember if it was
Before a meal.
What's in it?
Percy Dove tonsils.
Cleanses the palate.
It depends on what they're.
Can it be anything?
No, it's like, it's usually like bitters or lemon or something that soothes the stomach or gets the stomach ready for a meal, for a heavy meal.
Maybe.
But is there booze in it?
Yeah.
Yes. It's always alcoholic in some way.
It is.
Yeah.
How do you spell aperitif?
A-E-R-T-I-F.
Here we go. Okay, I'm looking it up because I've never.
Campari or Aperol.
There you go.
It says it's an alcoholic drink. I think they mean. I think they mean a drink. I think they mean a drink for alcoholics.
That's an alcoholics.
Why do you even
talk
with us?
Yeah.
Typically served before a meal, Pat. So you're okay.
Yeah, not for me.
All right.
We told you all of that.
Oh, look, I've never even heard of some of these drinks. Pasties?
Yeah, and we told you, and now you're still looking on the internet.
It's pastis.
Not pasty.
Do you see the problem?
That's in a strip club.
Or do you care? I know you don't care.
That's in a buttery nipple, right?
Right.
What's pastis?
I'm not telling you because you're just going to look it up anyway.
Campari, vermouth.
Campari.
Whoa. Usually it's Campari and soda.
Like, this is very awkward. Gin or a light cocktail like a Negroni?
Yeah, Negroni.
Delicious. That's very
Italian,
popular right now.
very Italian.
Anthony Bourdain kind of brought it back.
Oh.
It's an amazing drink.
Before he met his untimely death.
I just
rather awkward.
can't do this much longer.
You know what?
A drink of color.
So, have you guys ever taken part in a meal where after the meal the men depart to a room for brandy and the women go?
No.
I want to.
Thank you.
Thank you. My diversion was a little dry.
Oh, language.
Let's see what else we got over here.
Why are you talking about aperitif?
If you knew the Chiefs were going to win the division, let me hear you say, hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
We were talking about why I brought it up because I thought if anybody was familiar with it, it would have been you and your Your blood.
Your elitist ways.
Right.
Your snotty ways.
Your upper crust society parties.
There's something you'll enjoy, Tom. There you go. How about that?
Hey, Wang, this place is restricted, so don't tell them you're Jewish. Okay,
okay, Wang. All right, Wang. Hey, how about this?
Can't touch this. Okay. Where were we? Oh, sports. Have we completed sports yet? Have we started?
Would you know if we had?
No, I really wasn't paying
Michael
attention.
Jordan's one-time Chicago area.
Oh, we'll come back with that.
That was brilliant. If that was on purpose, brilliant comedy.
Yeah, that was.
But alas, it wasn't.
And more, we'll be drinking around the world, starting with Negronis when we come back.
Oh,
yes.
I was one more thing about. I was thinking about this lady that won the lottery.
Oh, stop thinking. Okay,
but she's she's 77. But she's going to get a payment for the next 30 years. God hopes she lives to be 107. But talk about a great way to make sure that your children and grandchildren come to visit.
No kidding.
I think this is what's going on in the back of her head. They'll come now. They're going to come over. We're going to have some. She also bought they had to take a giant truckload of the Werther's Originals.
And wouldn't you just start crapping yourself and go, well, you want the money? Who's a wiping?
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I did create a new character for Donald Trump. It's a mashup. It's Ronald McDonald Trump.
Oh!
Yeah, it's tremendous. We've got the Hamburglar. We're working on, he's rubbling, and he's a bad guy. So we've got some help. We've got Mayor McCheese doing a tremendous job. Mayor McCheese is working with me, and Officer Big Mac, and also Elon McMuffin. The three of us, the four of us, we're doing a great job.
Now, is it true, Mr. President, that you fired half of the Fry guys?
We did. We had to. Elon came in and he said, you're not doing what you need to do, and it's costing too much, and we're going to build a wall between the restaurant and the play area, and then we're going to build a ball pit. It's going to be the best ball pit, and it's like a spherical moat. It's going to be tremendous, and we're going to make Playland great again. It's going to be the number one. It's not any better. You can't get any better. J.D. Value Mill. He's a great guy.
That's Frank Caliendo. Oh, that's so funny.
You know his work with Sticks, and he's going to be doing some solo stuff for us.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. We have a performance room right next to this room. You can see through the glass. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear? Greg found all the drumsticks.
Yeah, you need a couple more.
Can you hear us?
I'm back.
All right.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
All right. Hold on.
Okay. Are you going to... Is there a... Is this...
I date tons of chicks. Well, I date one, but she weighs tons. Come on. Take your top off. Hey, Christy, what's in the news?
He likes those symbols.
That's very nice. Is that song called "Take Your Top Off"?
Yeah, that's my new tune. It's a big hit.
I like that very
Let me
much.
test you guys. You guys know music, right?
All right. Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay. What song is this? What song is this? Name that tune.
Well, there's about 10,000
Yeah,
songs.
let's start that way.
That was the B-52's Love Shack. I thought you guys knew music. How about this one?
Love Shack.
Walk like an Egyptian. Come on!
That was good. That was very nice. Can I do requests?
Certainly.
Can you do Mississippi Queen?
Whoa, where's, hold on.
You need cowbell.
Here we go, come on. That's all I know.
That was beautiful. You nailed it.
Hey, wait, what about a Honky Tonk Women from the Stones?
How's that go?
No, you got to get the cowbell. You got to get. I thought you knew music.
Come on.
I didn't know you were going to spin it on me.
There we go.
That's not it.
What's
It's
this?
dun, dun.
That's Mississippi Queen again.
Oh, how about this song right here?
I don't know.
That's a Pink Floyd tune right in the middle of the song. There we go. A little power, a little thunder for you.
I give up.
All right,
What was that one?
I know, it's just laying down some funk. Okay, let's go.
Lay it down.
Greg Hahn is our guest.
Looks like our girls have dumped us.
Wow,
Baby, blow me a kiss as you're leaving. Blow me a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Blow me a kiss.
Merci, madame, voila les bearded clam. Your biscuit, your beavage, I see your cooter cleavage. Your monkey, your muffin, you ain't had nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper, you're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe.
Menage à trois. One man, two women, ooh la la, find a friend to play. Surround my face with tea and day. You say you're straight, but you're not bi. How will you know until you try? The thought of nookie makes you sick. Just hold your nose and take a lick. I wanna be Bob. What more can I say? I would smoke and drink and play golf every day. I'd have a lady for a caddy. She could hold my balls while I play. I wanna be Bob. We wanna be Bob.
Aging Richard Smoker. Aging Richard Smoker.
His name is Richard, but they call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker.
Turn out the lights, 'cause I can hardly wait. When I get out, I'm ready to go straight.
Oof. Oh, I am not prepared. Good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Look at me pronouncing all the words. Pat.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin. There's Jess Hooker.
Hey.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Ace Cosby's here. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Willie Griswold will zoom in later this morning. We'll also have sexy time. I'm Chick.
Sexy time.
Hello, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got you got that greasy pole story.
What? Oh, my God.
Greasy pole.
Oh, we were talking about Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan's one-time Chicago area mansion is now available to rent on Airbnb.
Oh.
Well.
Stand by.
How much?
It's called Champions Point. A 7-bedroom, 17.5-bath estate on 7.39 acres that can accommodate as many as 12 guests.
Looks like a junior high school. Have you seen a picture of this?
17.5 baths? Why
Yeah,
would
see,
we-
look at that thing. It looks like a
It
I think
offers.
this is creepy when people do this.
Well, he doesn't live there.
I know, but that they're advertising it that way?
I don't think you. Has it been on the market for a while?
I don't know. It offers a movie theater, commercial gym, cigar lounge, wine cellar, pool tables, bars, salons, saltwater aquariums with a crocodile, and
I'm guessing massage tables. I'm just guessing.
basketball court. Why would you say massage tables?
It seems to be the major activity of most professional athletes these days.
One guy gets caught, and you assume everybody's doing it.
You know how many Jordan fans are really loving what you're saying right now?
Good for them. I don't care.
The home in Highland Park. Once again, Tom doesn't care. The home in Highland Park requires a minimum 7-night stay with a Labor Day week-long reservation costing over $120,000.
Yeah, geez.
It's perfect for like corporate retreats.
Yeah, maybe.
You get a team that has to go to Chicago for whatever
But
reason.
it's only 12 people. That's not
$120,000 to rent.
But that's what I think primarily will do this.
We'll draw that.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll get it.
Of course they'll get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you a child? Wake up and smell the coffee.
You and your family aren't going to go do that, but like I said, Nike needs to send a team of 15 people to Chicago. They're going to do that.
Who was the lady in the Space Jam movie? Lola or something?
Lola Bunny?
Lola Bunny.
The lady.
You mean the cartoon character?
In the cartoon?
Yeah.
She's a bunny.
Yeah, Lola Bunny slept.
You think that's a real person?
Lola Bunny slept here.
Yes.
We had to change the sheets, if you know what I mean.
Now you're implying Michael Jordan had sex with
There's
a cartoon
no way
character.
you watch Space Jam.
No, he just came over to sleep over.
If you could have sex with a cartoon character, who would you pick?
Jessica Rabbit.
All right, so Pat's Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
As his hooker.
I guess. I don't know. I like, what is it Mike Myers says in
Bugs dressed as a woman?
Bugs dressed as a woman.
With a little bonnet.
This is controversial, but I'm going to go with Betty Rubble.
Okay.
Betty.
All right.
Betty Rubble's banging, man.
I think that's a fair, yeah.
Yeah, much like in the Archie comics, Veronica was the one that was more generous.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Betty uptight.
Yeah, Betty was the blonde, yeah.
Yeah, uptight.
Well, Wilma, real frosty.
Yeah.
Betty.
Wilma Flintstone?
Yeah, you could tell.
Well,
she's a redhead, and Tom doesn't like red hair.
Good point.
I think I'm going Jessica Rabbit as well.
That's so
Either
obvious.
that or Michigan J. Frog.
Hello, my baby. Hello.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so once again, you don't have to go on vacation.
What I have to decide is, will I move or will I just move Michigan?
Hey, here's another sports story.
Again, you should have just stopped with the original. Just the.
Well, that's become kind of a running.
Positing that cute, funny.
A 20-year-old Massachusetts man has won Gloucester's famous Greasy Pole competition.
Oh, yeah.
According to Matt.
You guys have heard of this, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I have.
Nope. According to Mass Live, I haven't heard of that. The contest takes, well, if I stop every time, I haven't heard of anything.
We'll be here a while.
The contest takes place as part of Gloucester's famed St. Peter's Fiesta.
Never heard of it.
Participants walk across a 40-foot telephone. Oh, I've seen it. Telephone pole. But they do this everywhere. I don't know why they're.
This is the big one that they do every year.
A 40-foot telephone pole lathered in grease situated in the water off Pavilion Beach and try to grab a flag nailed to the end.
Yeah. A pole, you have to picture, it's not vertical. It's essentially walking out on the end of a ship kind of looking thing.
It's at an angle, yeah.
If it was vertical, they'd never get it started.
Oh,
We slide right off.
Nick White, a Gloucester native, made it all the way across the pole and snatched the flag to claim the victory. He told reporters,
He did it?
I've been dreaming of this since I was a little kid. That is sad.
Oh, it's fun.
His achievement came just 5 days after he was released from the hospital for a staph infection.
Now, how do you feel?
I say
The entire office got it.
And it was all over the poll. Whoever, if you participated in the poll, now you have a staph infection.
What do they grease the bowl with, you think? Olive oil?
I don't know.
Gasoline?
Probably like lard. But yeah, the pole is floating. It's not hovering above the water. It's like a big, floating log.
Oh, that's not the one I'm familiar with.
No,
or saw on the video at all.
Wait a minute, hold it.
There's Red Bull does one that it's out like that.
Right,
That's the one I've
off
seen.
a pier or a dock,
Yeah.
it juts out, and you got to get.
Yeah, this one's floating, and
That's no good.
Yeah, that's different.
This is a lesser contest.
Absolutely.
Oh, God. This is the famous Gloucester.
No. I don't think this is the big one.
Greasy. Oh, you're thinking of the Andy Dick one. That's the Greasy Hole competition.
Are you sure it's not the pole still? Right.
Afterward.
I've never heard of the one where the poles are laying in the water.
Yeah, isn't that
the log rolling competition?
Yeah, to imagine a.
I know what it is. No one's ever heard of it. I
Right.
got the description.
This whole time I've been picturing the one that's above the water.
Yeah, of course. That's what the one everyone.
See.
That's the one where that's the one we're thinking about.
Oh, that's the one. That's really something. That's like 20 feet off the water.
That's very good, Tom. Yeah.
Chick's right. I guess they have these everywhere.
Where's that one?
Yes.
San Pietro.
Yeah.
Read
San
the,
Pietro, California.
Yeah. Use your words.
Where's San Pietro?
Up your ass.
Well, I see that we've
completely devolved.
I see.
Okay,
the,
Tom.
the subtlety train has left the station.
We're going to be off for a year now.
I'm sorry.
The one that.
Sorry, go ahead, Christy.
Oh boy. The Greasy Bowl contest is the one above the water. The log is not in the water. It's what we just saw.
No, it's not. I'm looking at
I'm looking at it right here in the story.
I can't.
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
He's looking at a log.
There's no picture.
Either that or you got the picture upside down.
I am looking at the story. I'm looking at the story.
There's no such thing as the greasy log in the water event.
Yes, there is. There's two different events.
No, there's not. There's log rolling.
Look, it's in the water.
I think it's an optical illusion.
It's not in the water.
Right.
It's taken from far back, so the water is,
Oh, then why does it say in the water?
They're falling into the water.
It juts into the water,
Yeah,
Grandpa.
it juts into the water,
picture's wrong.
over the water, and then they fall in.
Look, Tom, the picture he saw, most of us would go, "Oh, that log is just in the water."
Yeah.
But it's just an illusion.
But it's
right?
Was it
the way the photo
is it, was it this
So,
one? Yeah.
so if you fall in this thing,
this is
you are
what he
going to
saw.
you're going to really
It's just perspective.
you're
Yeah.
going
that's
to you're going to crush your nuts if you fall in this.
Yeah, and that's kind of
100%.
why people watch.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me see the picture he was looking at.
This is the
He's
picture
not-
he was
That's
looking
obviously
at.
above the
He's
water.
not
It just
out of
looks-
pocket to think that was in the
All
water.
right.
I thought it was.
You're insane, but not as insane as I thought you were.
Okay. So this is how I got the staph infection? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
If you participated, yes, that's how you got the staph.
Did you know I used to think staph that a person who had a staph infection got it from the hospital staff.
Yeah.
And that's why it was called that. I didn't know it was STAPH.
We have to cut down on these staph infections.
Right.
Yes.
No.
And healthier staff.
Now, Greasy Pole, wasn't that your nickname in high school?
Who are you looking at?
Josh.
That was
Which one of
directed to
us
you.
are you talking to? Yeah.
We're having trouble keeping track of who you're the maddest at.
Okay,
Comedically,
sorry.
yes, but no,
Okay.
I don't. I need the friction.
All right. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. I'm sorry. What's coming up in sports?
I think
that tears it?
long-awaited resignation.
Okay, good.
Right around the corner. Yeah.
Okay. Now, they also have the Greasy Pole where they climb up.
They do?
That's a different thing.
Oh, the lumberjacks?
Where they go straight up the pole.
Hard to believe that even gets started.
Yeah, I know. It's got to be
Right?
tough.
Man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be back with boy. Doesn't Greasy Pole sound like a?
A sex move?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like an ethnic insult.
It's worse than I thought.
Did you have to say?
This used to be a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Until those greasy poles moved.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's horrible. Let's see now. Why don't we just check in with Mr. McGee and find out what's going on at your household?
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system, a system that works to prevent a break-in. And once they're in their house, what is it? It's too late. That's right. And we use Simply Safe here at the Bob and Tom Studios. We've got the security system and the cameras. And most security systems, if not all, but Simply Safe, take action after somebody's already in your house. Simply Safe has new Active Guard outdoor protection that helps stop break-ins before they happen. AI-powered cameras, live monitoring agents detect suspicious activity around your property. And if someone's lurking around looking at donuts or something, agents talk to them in real time, turn on spotlights, and can call the police, all proactively deterring crime before it starts. No contracts, no hidden fees. Named Best Home Security System of 2025 by CNET. 4 million plus Americans trust Simply Safe, and monitoring plans start around $1 a day. and there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. Visit simplysafetom.com today and claim 50% off a new system with that professional monitoring plan and your first month free. 50% off, first month free. Go to simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Oh, a quick reminder, comedian Al Jackson and Willie G, Saturday and Sunday at the Funny Bone in Cincinnati, the Liberty, Ohio, technically. And that'll be 2 shows on Saturday, then a special show on Sunday. Al Jackson and Willie G, Funny Bone, Liberty, Ohio. Coming up, we have news from a fine theme park in Ohio, and something happened there of interest. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I made this crazy movie called Freddy Got Fingered, and it was, I wrote it, I directed it, and it was a really, really crazy movie, and it won the Raspberry Awards, and people said it was the worst movie ever made, and all this stuff. But that was sort of the point, was to make the craziest
worst movie.
Yeah, kind of the point of it, right? So now what's happened is, and really what's been a really exciting thing about going and doing these shows is, people are coming out to the shows. They're bringing their Freddy Got Fingered DVDs, and it's sort of turned into a bit of a cult.
Sure.
Smash. I've gotten a call from the studio recently that said the DVDs have been selling through the roof. They've sold over 1 million units of the DVD.
And didn't I hear that you're going to do a director's cut?
I want to do a director's cut of the movie because because there are scenes that just when you edit when you do one of these commercial studio movies, especially a movie like that, they focus group it and you had to change things and tighten it all up.
Right.
So there are some crazy scenes that I'd like to get back into it, but also it's sort of just I think the irony of doing a director's cut for me personally is pretty funny.
Whenever there's a movie, there's always a porno movie that someone makes based on the title.
Yeah, it was called Freddy Got Fingered.
Okay, back to you, Tom Green.
People actually, to be honest, the things that people really like out of the movie are some of the sillier scenes, not so much the gross scenes, but people always come up to me and they say, "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" Which is this line from the movie. "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" So I sing that on stage. Come see me on tour. We'll be singing some of the hits.
Sing along. That's all right. That's your Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah, that's my Stairway. The Bum Bum song would be my Stairway to Heaven. That went to #1 on MTV, the Bum Bum song.
When you Google Freddy Got Fingered, the first thing that comes up, the first line is Freddy Got Fingered quotes.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Yeah. And then you go to that page and the sausage.
Yeah.
The sausage organ comment is the very first line.
There's all sorts of very silly lines in the movie.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of quotes here.
Yeah, so I was in a rap group when I was in Canada when I was a teenager. That was actually,
what were they called?
We were called Organized Rhyme. We were actually had a record deal when I was 19 years old.
No kidding.
Right out of high school with A&M Records, and we had a #1 hit, in many
Canada?
markets in Canada. We were the Much Music Video Award of the Year for Best Rap Video. That was sort of the...
Is that on your website?
You can find it on there. Yeah, you can find it on there, and you can find it on YouTube. And, the thing, that was sort of my first sort of realization. Hey, I want to work in show business, I was sort of like, all of a sudden I had this record, and we were touring, and we were doing radio shows, and I went and started my radio show, and right after that, and... it was initially a rap music show that I turned into a talk show, which then turned into my TV show. I've had a lot of great rappers on my website too. Like if you go on tomgreen.com, you can see me rapping with Too Short and Exhibit. There's this funny video of me rapping with Exhibit where I surprise him with this rap that's ended up on YouTube. It's got 2.5 million views now, and it's sort of funny because you see these rappers who just aren't expecting me to start rapping, and then I start rapping in their face, which is fun. So.
Canadian rap.
Right, Canadian rap. Yeah, you can see why you haven't heard of it. Hey. Canadian rap.
Tom Green is our guest.
This is a song so girls don't get anorexia.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, I wanna be a plus-size model, the kind that can't run very far. Doodle-doodle-doo. 'Cause if I could only be a plus-size model, I know I'd be a big, big star. Please feed me. So some people get sensitive about it, but don't, because the beautiful women are the big women.
I agree.
And I gained some weight, then I couldn't afford to keep it. Here we go, and I want a carbo load without having to exercise. I don't want to worry if the fat goes to my thighs. I want to wear a plus size brassiere hips and wash them down with beer. Well, I've got a plus-size dream, but I'm plus-sized. Ornery for the best job in the world goes to the bigger girls than me. They're all sluts.
Last time you were here, Eric, you impressed us with your musical skills. You,
oh, that's right. You are a manualist.
Manualist.
Yes, I am.
Now, for those that don't know what that means, manualism is the art of manipulating one's hands to make. There you go. To make that sound.
That wasn't me yet. I didn't.
There we go.
You
must
be.
Sorry, excuse me.
You must kick ass at parties. That was my no hands.
Yeah, I know the chicks dig this.
Yeah, I know they do. Yeah, if you're at a party.
Yeah, this is my go-to on a first date.
I'm gonna say, if you're at a party and you see Eric and there's a big group of guys hanging around him, this is what they're doing.
Wow.
They're looking for that, and then my Dungeons and Dragons kit too. I'm doing that.
So,
give us a sample.
All right, there you go.
Very nice.
Push it. I see the group of guys laughing now at the party.
What? Wow.
While the girls are all over there rolling their eyes.
That is amazing. Have you ever been laid doing that?
Quiet, I am rolling. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, there's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Okay, time out. We got to stop making fun of Christy. She's had enough.
I don't care.
No, I know.
Stop now. You've been doing it for 40 years.
No, we really turned up the heat when we found out that you were out partying last night.
Yeah, boy, I hit it hard.
Yeah.
Whole night.
Went to see the Reverend Horton Heat.
Fun.
That is fun.
James D. Williams.
Great show. Great show. But you had a little bit of...
I had 2 margaritas. Sue me.
How big were
the
the
glasses?
They were little ones.
That's little?
Little like that.
No, put your hands are 3 feet apart. This is radio. They can't tell. I'm sorry. You were doing the introductions. I interrupted.
Pat Godwin.
Hey.
Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Hello.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. It's Ace Cosme. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
And Josh taking the week off next week, going to...
Are you taking the week off next week?
I am, yeah.
Oh, this is the first time hearing
And go
it.
fishing again?
Only a week?
I am going to do plenty of fishing. And...
Only a week?
Only a week. Only the Monday through Friday.
That's right.
You think you could get to the end of next week and go, I'm going to call Tom and take one more week?
I'm off that next week. Don't do that.
I can tell you what he'll say. That's absolutely fine.
That's fine.
Whatever you want. He loves you.
Now it's become, I see.
Playing favorites, eh?
Let's see.
I know how. His favorite.
July sounds like a nice month to be relaxing, Josh.
Tom he is guilty of some things. I don't think he's guilty of having favorites.
Yes, he is, but it rotates. It rotates.
Oh, okay.
I think you're right. I think he despises all of us equally. I think you're right.
If he thinks you're going to be a problem, he moves on.
Yeah, he rotates his favorites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do you, Tommy.
Just spin the dial. Now, we have concluded the sports broadcast. Is that correct?
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, now that means it's time to go over to...
Well, we didn't talk about Ott Defoe winning the Major League Fishing tournament.
Who?
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
What's his name now?
Ott Defoe.
OTT?
One of my favorite professional anglers.
What's his name?
Ott, O-T-T.
Like Mel Ott, the great baseball player?
Yep, and like Willem Dafoe.
Wow.
Ott Defoe.
Together,
Great
Ott
name.
Defoe.
And he won, huh?
Oh, yeah, by like 26 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's a lot of fish.
He's a shallow fisherman. He likes it shallow, as do I.
Yeah.
And petty.
I would say you're more of a shallow person.
But that does bleed into my fishing.
How did you... Never mind.
Do the bass prefer shallow water?
At times.
Yeah.
No, but sometimes they like the deeper water?
That's right.
Oh, ergo the difficulty of fishing. You don't know where the fish are.
They are.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the guys that have the fish finder things?
There's a huge debate in the world of fishing.
Do they allow those in a tournament?
Yes. Different tournaments have different rules for them.
Really?
So there's some who are big proponents of forward-facing sonar, and there are others who just think it's
cheating.
Not good for the game at all.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it's not good for is watching fishing, which, yes, I do.
Oh.
But it's gotten... So if you think watching fishing is boring, try watching a guy stand on a boat watching a screen for 2 hours.
I know they're doing a remake of The Old Man and the Sea, the Hemingway classic, and this time the guy's got a fish finder. Yeah, it's great stuff. Okay, Christy Lee is over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
It does feel like you're cheating if you know where the fish.
Well, the argument is, hey, look, I still got to get the fish in the boat just because I know the fish is there.
Well, still, I mean,
yeah, but no.
I'm just giving you that side.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey, speaking of vacations, in response to soaring temperatures across France, officials have announced the temporary closure of the summit of the Eiffel Tower, one of the nation's most iconic landmarks.
You think the metal up there gets hot?
Oh, it must.
Hot.
Operators of the Eiffel Tower said, quote, due to the extreme temperatures expected in the afternoon and evening, the Eiffel Tower will be closed.
Was there a little pig on Eiffel Tower?
No.
The closure applies specifically to the top level of the 1,083-foot monument. By the way, in Paris, they're experiencing record-breaking temperatures exceeding 104 degrees.
See that picture of the Mona Lisa wearing the tank top?
No.
It is hot. It's hot.
Now, did you have a choice? Did you say tank top instead of halter top?
I don't know what a girl. That's what a girl calls it. I don't know. I just thought.
No. There's a difference.
There's a difference.
Tank top's a tank top. Halter top's.
I don't know what's the distinction.
Halter top is no straps. It's just.
That's a tube top.
It looks like a giant.
You're wrong.
That's
You're
a
wrong.
tube top.
What's a halter top?
It ties behind your neck.
Yes. How about a tube top?
Yeah, there you go.
I think tank top is the funniest choice.
Is that right?
Mona Lisa wearing a
man's
wife
top?
beater is essentially
no tube top. Mona Lisa wearing a tube top.
That's the fun.
The tube top's the one where if you move the wrong way, they're flopping out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, those make me nervous.
They put the grippy on the other side of them now so
What?
they don't fall. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like almost like a double-sided tape, like a sticky, so that it doesn't.
Because they kind of have a scrunchy type
Yes. Yeah.
band, right? That's
Elastic band.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, well, Paris did it. Paris did it right though. You can't have anything. You can see the Eiffel Tower from everywhere.
Right.
That was a smart move, keeping the buildings short and makes it. It's you ever been there? It's spectacular. It's so beautiful.
Have you been to the top?
Yep,
I have.
Oh, okay.
A couple times.
They don't let you anymore.
Have you been to the restaurant on top of the Eiffel Tower? That rotates?
Isn't it Jacques Cousteau's?
No, it's a rotating over.
Oh, is it?
They've remodeled it since you've been there.
Good lights.
It's second finest I think, overhead.
Is that the one in
dining.
Kings Island, or is that the one?
There's
in
one there
Paris.
too.
Okay,
There's one there
And
too.
Vegas. An Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. It does.
Yep.
Well, that's right. Yeah,
on
they
the
have. I
Paris
forgot about
hotel.
that. Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's incredibly hot there.
Yeah.
So.
No air conditioning. It's hot.
But it smells more than...
And the big deal right now in Paris is, didn't that anti-smoking thing just kick in?
I don't know. Did it?
I think.
Oh yeah, but you can still smoke in the sidewalk cafes.
You can't smoke anywhere where there are kids. You can't smoke on a beach. You can't smoke outside if there are kids around. And I want to say France is something like second or third in overall smokers behind China.
But I thought that they had that exemption for the cafes that you can still smoke there.
I thought they had a smoking exemption for kids.
Yeah.
No, they can have wine.
He's absolutely correct. Sophie did. She studied abroad in high school. She went there.
Oh, what was the name of the girl?
I studied abroad once.
Oh,
yeah, right.
And they were smoking. She was stunned. The high school students were outside smoking.
Yeah.
It was, pretty normal.
I dunk my croissant in sunscreen. Very hot.
So hot.
SPF, as you say in America.
My baguette is a burning.
I'm sorry.
A recent survey reveals what Americans love most about summer.
All right.
Nothing.
Chick, are you really a non-summer guy?
I don't know.
You don't like summer?
I told you this. My favorite time of the year is when it gets dark at 5:30. You guys know that. Yes, sir.
Just like my mood. Dark at 5:30.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. For the life of me, can't figure it out. I don't know what it would be. 5:30 a.m. and p.m. I get a little dark. Yeah.
Where do you think we lost Chick today? Maybe where you told him, hey, shut up, douchebag?
Well, I don't know. He knows that's the way the show goes. I don't know what it is.
5:30 this morning, you were yelling at him. I was a little nervous.
What was I yelling?
About jazz music or something?
Oh, my God.
Well,
I came around the corner. I thought, I better intervene.
It sounded pretty real?
Yes.
He was, yeah.
Oh, it was bad.
I can't get him to play what he plays unless it's a mistake. Then he'll play it on the computer, and then it bleeds onto the air. But he won't play it unless.
Explain what happens in the morning, Chick.
You walk in, and there's some weird, dumb.
No.
Fast. No, that's almost a tune.
The Ray Bryant Trio, ladies and gentlemen.
Where's that one you play every morning? For hours on end.
Yeah, when I walk in, it's the same song on a loop.
This is beautiful.
Is there a bar within
Angel Eyes by the Ray Bryant Trio?
25 miles, dark lit, low lighting.
Isn't that great?
Tables.
Like this? Guy playing piano.
Candle on the table. Yes, and this going on where I can go and sit and have a beer.
God, I would love that.
Yeah, I think it's in a hotel, but yeah.
And there are no television sets.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that would be.
I'm over that.
Occasionally, a woman in a sequin dress singing a sad song.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
My God, the sad.
I'm losing sight in my left eye.
I have a funny eye like Sartre.
That sad bar in Naked Gun 2.5 where it's got pictures of the Hindenburg and Michael.
I'm listening to some jazz in the morning.
Well, according to Chick, it was not jazz. He was screaming. It was scary.
I read this article. I think it was in The Onion, but it might have been in mainstream media. But it said, hey, isn't it time for all of us to face it that jazz sucks?
Is this the one you don't like?
No, the one where...
This one?
It might be.
This could be the...
This is also the Ray Bryant Trio.
I like this.
The guys, it was brilliant.
It's like this for half hour.
Here it comes.
Yes.
Nope, this isn't the right one. Don't. It's irritating, I'll grant you, but it's not the one that's irritating me currently.
I mean, this one is just so beautiful. Of all people, with your love of Steely Dan, if Donald Fagen...
Don't you hide behind Steely Dan and say that's jazz.
If Donald Fagen were to walk in here, all of his favorite records are jazz.
He would not walk in here because you're here. Okay?
Oh.
According to the Talker research poll of 2,000 Americans...
Hey, who asked you to talk?
Thank you, Tom. At last we agree on something. Well, now we've done
Your
it.
tequila.
Hey, Dipso, you ready to...
Can you put the bottle down and raise the news?
Hang on a second. Hey, this is Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Christy's husband. You guys know what you're doing, don't you? She brings this crap home. You know that, right?
You, Tom, was so mean to me today.
Tom, how do you know that's exactly what she said?
If you're just joining us, hello. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom program. Today's conceit, if you will, is that Christy went out with her husband to see a great show and got hammered.
I did not.
I know, but it's much funnier if we say that you got hammered. Watching a nice music show.
What the hell, man?
It wasn't jazz, right?
No, it was rockabilly.
Oh, yeah.
On steroids.
I bet it was.
2,000 American grill owners were surveyed on the behalf of Tyson Foods.
I didn't know you could own a gorilla.
Gorilla my dreams.
Summer is the favorite time of year for more than a third of Americans.
All right.
Nearly 90% of respondents said that the smell of grilling is an iconic summer feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nice.
70% said spending time near water.
That or there's a tragic house fire.
And hanging out by the pool were also...
Boy, something
quintessential.
What do you think the Johnsons are making? Themselves.
There's that great scene, the only great scene in the movie The Alamo, where Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, that's a disturbing note.
That is, that's rough. I'm sorry.
80% agree that cooking outside is one of the joys of the season.
Well, no kidding.
Yeah. Some of the most anticipated activities of summer are hosting backyard barbecues.
Yeah.
60% polled plan to grill meals at least once a week during the summer.
Okay.
Most popular items.
Wait, guess. Miss Hooker, you're the best cook here. What's the most popular item to grill?
I would guess hamburgers.
You're correct. Followed by?
Wait a second.
Hot dogs.
Nope.
Chicken.
Nope.
Bratwurst.
Nope.
Steak?
Steak. Well, you gave me the story.
No, but I didn't read it. I didn't have time to edit this one. I just threw it up there.
Hot dogs were third.
Okay.
And a third of those surveyed said they are likely to toss literally anything that's grillable on the grill. And
Where's Pepe?
Oh, jeez, Tom.
We're not eating Chihuahua.
What are you're putting
But
the
he's
family
hairless.
pet on the grill.
I know.
And of course, the 4th of July could be dubbed the biggest grilling event of the year. More than half of Americans plan on grilling this Independence Day.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's fun. Who doesn't love a nice grilling out?
Are you grilling? Oh, you won't be here.
But
Are you
yeah.
grilling out
Grilling out, yep.
for the 4th of July?
Yep.
What do you?
What are you grilling?
Whatever they want, my whole party wants.
Who's your
Everybody's
party?
invited. You can be there. Bring your buddies. Bring your.
Who's your party? Because I didn't look at the roster today. Which people are you speaking to this weekend?
No, which people are speaking to him?
Okay, sorry, I can never keep track.
We're missing a few.
I want to find out. We need to find out. We were talking about beer sales.
Yes.
And you guys were saying, what was it? St. Patrick's Day is the
Yes.
biggest day, followed by.
They just kind of said other big alcohol days. They didn't
like the night
But-
before Thanksgiving.
But I'm just, and someone
New Year's
brought,
Eve.
I forget who brought it up, but is that just at bars?
No, because I looked it up, the biggest, largest beer drinking at home day, and they couldn't quantify that. They just said it's usually around a holiday. So
Okay.
Whenever families come in.
I would assume that would be the 4th of July.
yeah, I would. That's a good assumption.
Okay. So, Pat, you got your guitar out. What do you have doing?
Well, you're asking me what I was doing this weekend.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Why don't we come back with that? How about that?
I love it. I love all of it.
Okay.
It's
You know how Major League Baseball players, they hit for the cycle. There's a single, a double,
Yeah.
a triple, and a home run.
Check.
You have done what you just did to Pat to all of us this morning.
And it's hilarious.
And no, don't get me wrong. It's funny stuff.
It's certainly listenable.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's do this and let's do this. Go ahead, Pat, grab that. Well, just in a moment. We'll be right back.
No, I see when I looked up from Pat and I looked at the clock and I went, oh dear.
And remember, what did Tom I can never remember what he said a couple weeks ago. What?
And we're going to return. We'll do that when we come back.
But first,
But see, that's true.
It is all
But that's
true.
why it's
It'd
funny.
be very
It's so
awkward.
true.
It would be very awkward if I said, when we return, we're not coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's how's that possible?
and I hope you heard that in your Raycon earbuds when he said it originally. Raycon's latest model, better than ever. 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. You can pair two devices at once. And Raycon's quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery. They also come with an active noise cancellation. And Raycons start at just half the price of other premium audio brands. And we've got a great deal for you coming up. So,
And by the way, noise cancellation does not mean that we're going to be excising comedians from our culture the way people are getting canceled left and right. So you're going to be okay. You can listen to your favorite comedian or this show on your Raycon earbuds, right, Chick?
go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Right now, Raycon offering 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds at buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time, that's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Now, if you got a doggy that's got a problem with fireworks, and many do, when we come back, I've got a few tips. A couple of these I had not heard before. And, Chick, I think you might find some of these valuable because I know one of your dogs is very sensitive.
Yes, sir.
To the fireworks. So remind me to get to that. Also, coming up, we have Cranking It at the Dollar General. Aisle
You
7.
mean turning the music up really loud?
You could call it that.
Okay.
Playing the old bonaphone. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I don't know, I'm just getting old. I'm not doing this gracefully. I hate technology. I hate any kind of change. Have you seen this commercial for a car where they say the car can actually anticipate when you're going to have a wreck? The car can predict when you're I guess they got some kind of computer on board.
Right.
I thought, if that was really true, as soon as I hand the keys to my son, the damn airbags would go off. You know what I mean? But all this technology. Like I'm sure you guys probably have this. I just don't understand it. This like MySpace and Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Twitter.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept. I don't. Can you imagine being in a mall and going up to a complete stranger and going, "Could I be your friend?" Denied. You be denied bail. That should be denied. And young people out there, I'm not saying I'm right. I know this is old man cranky talk. I really do. But I just don't understand. I see all these young college kids getting tattoos with like Chinese characters on their arms.
Yeah.
You think there's college kids in China getting "Get her done" tattooed on their arms? I find that unlikely, don't you?
That's very possible.
Now, this you don't have to be old or cranky for this to make you mad, but this is making me nuts. Have you noticed how lately when you call these tech support things, in my case, I was calling my credit card, but one of these 1-800 things, we know this has been outsourced for a while, but
sure.
Remember in the beginning how they try to pretend like they're American?
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that? They'd say, "Well, my name is Sean." You go, "Yeah, how's the weather in Calcutta today, Sean?" But now they don't even care. Have you noticed that? I mean, I'm serious. I called the other day, and the guy just told me his an Indian name, and when they put me on hold, they're playing Ravi Shankar. You know, they didn't bother to hide it at all, and I was getting so frustrated because I wasn't getting anything done. I kept saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Please, excuse me." Could repeat that. And here's what I want you guys to do. It was a lot of fun for me. Maybe we'll start a movement. I started mumbling on purpose, like Boomhauer from King of the Hill or Gabby Hayes. I started going, "Yeah, they damn well make up a thing in there, put someone down on him." He goes, "Excuse me, what?" I said, "Yeah, how do you like it up, Boom? Huh? Try that on for size."
You know what bugs me about life?
What's that?
People who take a reasonably simple task and make it incredibly complicated, like making a full-scale Broadway show production out of drinking iced tea. That to me is really.
What's your problem? Why can't I enjoy my iced tea over here?
No, you can.
Did you bring your thermos?
I did bring my thermos.
Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture of the thermos sitting and Christy standing beside it?
Yes, so they can get the actual full
because seriously,
spectrum of how big this is.
Easily,
that's bigger than Christy's head.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That.
Christy could easily sit on that and watch a sporting event.
Certainly.
Well, what's wrong with having?
You know what? I think we should have her sit on it, and we'll caption it "Sun Tea."
He's going to read some article or some idiot friend, and when I find the idiot friend who told you about this cold iced tea, I'm going to punch him right in the face. I'm going to. Oh, well, you know,
who was that guy?
The best thing to do is to be in a separate studio because
Jeff, would you like a little glass of nice iced tea?
No, thanks.
It's delightful.
I love iced tea.
There's no ice in it, though.
No.
God, no. That would make it.
Then it's not iced tea.
Watered down.
The ice would bruise the tea.
Yes.
No, the ice is in the cooler.
I quit. I quit.
Can we get a picture of the iced tea?
How much does this add to your morning? You had such a bad morning, you said.
Are you getting up extra early now to make your tea?
No, the tea was made last night in the car when I left this morning.
Oh.
In the car? Somebody put it in the car?
I did.
You put it in the car?
You put it in the car?
Last night.
Last night?
Yes.
It's crazier than I thought.
Really?
I thought it was supposed to.
3 letters come to mind. OCD.
Those
definitely.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was supposed to brew in the refrigerator.
That's old technology.
Only with Tom, the OCD is in capital letters with big lights around each.
I thought the tea was supposed to brew in the refrigerator overnight.
Tom's taking it a new step, I'm sure. Well, why not have it brew?
I call it not OCD. I call it CDO because I want the letters in alphabetical order.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
Bob Biggerstaff. Are there a lot of Biggerstaff?
Is my last name.
Yeah.
It's a German name. It means probably going home alone tonight.
Do you get the porn jokes with that one?
Always.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Is your middle name looking for a?
You know what? I was doing...
looking for a. That
Bob
looking for a Biggerstaff.
I wish you had a.
That wouldn't be good.
I wish
I got it.
I wish I had a.
Get this. I'm doing a show a couple weeks ago. Girl comes up to me after the show.
She's like,
wow.
Yeah, hot chick. Amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Play along.
Yeah. Then what happened?
She's like, Biggerstaff. She goes, that's my last name too. And she shows me her license. Right? She's like, we've got to be related. She's like, we're gonna party tonight.
Oh yeah.
And one of the other comedians is like, hey man, I think you got a shot with her. I'm like,
Long lost.
I don't know. You know, when the conversation starts with "we've got to be related," probably not going to end with me having sex with her.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to try.
Sure. Yeah, because you're a guy.
Sure. Right.
I know how these things end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Yeah, first cousin or not.
Yeah.
that's a myth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, Roy Wood Jr., you are a junior, obviously.
Yes.
When you went into showbiz in the beginning, you had the option of going with Roy Wood or going with the Roy Wood Jr.
I started in '98, and that was like the back end of the Def Jam boom and the comic view boom for black comedy. So every black comic was named after food or their name was a verb.
Yeah.
Give it up for tripping. Like
Tripping?
well, yeah, tripping. You know, he be tripping.
If I trip, then I'm tripping.
Yeah. Give it up for Slappy. Like I didn't want to be that.
Wow. I'm not
Slappy Wood Jr.
I often give it up for Slappy.
Come on, Slap.
Just a few minutes.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Top Show. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jess Hooker, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Chick, you were saying that one of your dogs
Yes.
is especially sensitive to fire. Well, I have two dogs also. One of mine is much more so than another.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had big issues with it over the years. One of my dogs lost a bunch of teeth.
Yep.
One year because I wasn't at the house and he tried to get out and he was so frightened by the fireworks. Poor little guy.
Josephine knows, my standard Australian Shepherd knows what time of year it is. And there's a certain time she will not go outside now. From like last week to maybe 3 or 4 weeks from now, she thinks there's going to be a firework outside.
Well, if you live close to a place where they're shooting off major fireworks, this might apply to you. Here's a couple suggestions. Exercise the dog that day. Get them good and tired. According to this account, a tired dog is less likely to panic.
Give me 20. Let's go.
Put them in a room without windows or even a closet. Maybe put them in your bedroom and leave the closet door open, but stick them in there with some pillows and see if they'll... If you're my experience was if you're with the dog, you can calm them down.
Yeah.
Also, consider talking to your vet about various medications, I guess you'd call it. They can
You were
give
just
them.
on the phone with your vet.
Yes, I was. Yes.
Oh.
I'm all squared away. Got to go run up and pick up some. I'm not sure what the street lingo is. Maybe
Meds?
some
Doggy downers.
Some Bowsers?
Some Bowsers.
Yeah. You got to get some
puppy ludes.
Some birdies, St. Bernards. You know.
You got to get some Rovers. Hot.
Do they have problems? Do they have problems with people taking dogs' medicine?
Yes.
Is that a
I don't
thing?
think the people taking the medicine is a problem, but I think, probably the vet. Pain relievers.
Hey, you cured my parvo.
Yeah.
I'm not scratching anymore.
And I told you that. I didn't tell you. I had worms there for 6 weeks, and it turned me right around.
You know, it's nice to come in and not see you scooting on the carpet.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. But I was really impressed. You almost got down there to lick them.
Yeah. Real close.
Yeah, you were.
One time.
I've tried for years.
You remove one rib, you're there, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Me and Cher.
Okay. Okay. Well, and in any event, there we go. So, but to talk to a vet or a trained dog person to find out what to do.
Maybe instead of doing a display in a neighborhood for 8 hours, maybe just do 4 hours. I don't know.
Most of the major displays only go on for 15 minutes or so. Come on.
That's not
true, but neighborhoods, it's all day.
That's the thing. Everybody has them in their house or at their house now.
It's wonderful. I love it, but...
What happened to the good old days when the cops would come around, throw people in jail for fireworks?
Yeah, that's what was fun.
Why don't you go get the real criminal?
I love the thing when you cross a state line and you're leaving a state going into one that has fireworks and you see the gigantic billboards. Three Fingers Larry fireworks next exit.
Right.
No, there's Nervous Charlie's, right? That's
That
an
is
actual.
one, yeah.
That's the name of one.
The clown on it.
Wow.
Nervous
The
Charlie.
very understated, is it Tom Shelton fireworks? You
I think
see
so.
those kind of look like big barns.
Oh, yeah.
It almost suggests elite.
Yes.
Thomas Shelton fireworks.
And a lot of no smoking signs with good reason.
Yes. Yeah.
And they're gearing up for, again, next 4th of July, a year from now, plus,
Just live in the moment.
Can I ask you a question?
Don't worry about next year till next
Are you doing this now so when we see all these reports coming up about next year and the 250th, you can go, I told him about that. I've already told him.
I was going to make a salient point about.
Is that right? Let me look up salient first, and then I'll get back to you.
Has something to do with eye drops.
That's what I thought.
I mean, it's salt water. Let's see, how do I word this delicately? I forget the percent. Most fireworks come from any one class.
China, I would think.
Right.
There might be some tariff problems with
they're
fireworks. I saw that.
Oh, no
I've seen
kidding.
that,
Yeah, they're concerned that if they don't knock the tariff off on. Last time they canceled, that was one of the exclusions.
Yeah.
Fireworks were. I've got a feeling, since it's a patriotic thing, it might be a good idea to drop that tariff on the fireworks. You see, because we want to have gigantic displays.
You like
So can we
fireworks.
load up this year?
I love fireworks.
Yeah.
But are you
Is there a
still that
shelf
way?
life?
Because you
I think so.
you used to get the torch out and go bananas.
Yeah, I like watching other people do it after almost setting my neighbor's house on fire and then almost blowing my eye out. And then I had one July 4th, I ended up at I was sitting next to a emergency room physician and his wife. Mm-hmm. And he had to go to work later.
I bet.
And his wife was going, he hates this. He's always got to, sew some kid's eye back in and a finger off. So,
Did you guys have firework fights?
We did, idiotically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shooting bottle rocket at each other. Oh, check.
Yeah.
No.
Firecrackers.
Now, I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I'll still Roman candle somebody, but
No, I still love them.
I just bottle rockets.
Yeah.
I just like, if I'm going to do it, I want to have a Burnsomatic torch, because the fuse takes that seriously.
Yeah.
You go up with like the punk thing, and then I'm not sure it's lit yet, and then you get blown up. Okay.
My nephew, the last time we had a big fireworks where I went and bought $500.
Right.
And stuff. He wanted to light one, and so it was one of those big sort of cakes, and he went out and he lit it, and he came back and he goes, I'm nervous. I go, I think it'll be fine. And he goes, no, I put it upside down. I go, no, I'm nervous.
What happened?
It caused issues. It went off, and most of the shooting
Shot out.
things went to the deck.
Oh, my gosh.
As opposed into the sky. And so
Did you do it accidentally?
he said he did do it accidentally. He was like 8.
Yeah.
And
What was
he's not a trickster kind of kid.
Could you taste the tension? That
Yes.
You knew that before?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
A few years
Was there
ago.
a second where you want to run out there and flip it over real quick?
It was too late. Yeah, it was too late.
I built essentially a mortar setup.
Yeah.
Out of a PCV pipe, and there are these big balls. They're the size of tennis balls.
Yeah.
You light them and drop them in, and
Those are great.
Yeah.
We got.
You light them and drop them in.
The old artillery shells.
Yeah. They're.
What happened?
Well, my neighbor's roof was nearly ignited. There was an aim issue. So yeah,
part of the fun.
Yeah, I learned a lesson. Yeah,
Be careful out there is what we're saying.
Yeah, okay, but have fun.
Yeah.
In any event, so we'll see what happens next year. It's once again 4th of July is Saturday. It's the 250th. There are going to be some serious stuff.
That's fun.
Should we do our show maybe that Friday from some special spot? What's going to be the best place, DC or New York City?
DC?
Oh, I'd rather do DC.
I would too, yeah.
DC? From the mall? Oh, my God, it'd be gorgeous.
Because I've done New York City fireworks 4th of July, which is beautiful.
Yeah, on any body of water.
Depending on how that mayoral thing works out in New York City, there may not be fireworks.
Yeah, true.
Oh, that's right.
But we'll see.
The new Sirens Cruise roller coaster at Cedar Point left riders dangling in the air for about 10 minutes opening day. The Akron Beacon Journal reports the coaster had just made its public debut when a delay left riders suspended in the tilt function.
Ooh.
The signature feature at the top of the 160-foot tall lift tilts the coaster train down to the track below.
That's fun.
Park spokesman Tony Clark said the coaster safety system performed as designed. The ride was restarted and guests continued on. The coaster was closed for about 25 minutes, though, before guests were once again able to ride.
What's it called?
It's called the Siren's Curse.
Yeah, maybe that's a bad omen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That makes sense right there on the water.
That sounds like a feature that riders might enjoy, actually.
That's
if
what
they're
I
getting
was
stuck.
thinking. Aren't there some where there's the T's? Yeah.
See? There
Oh
you
my
go.
gosh.
Yeah, see obviously that one part of track is movable and it hooks up to the bottom part and then the ride continues.
I just watched a reporter do a POV of this and it was nuts.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. That entire chunk of track?
Yeah.
Yes.
It hooks down to the bottom. See the red track sticking up?
I could not do that.
Yeah. Well, that's been the big thing forever on coasters, the 90-degree drop.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh.
No thanks.
But the track actually comes undone.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But then it connects properly and...
Yeah, that's right. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, they'd have to hose off the car. They'd have to hose me off head to toe.
I'm doing it.
What happens?
You would do it?
Yeah, man.
I used to be
You
a
would
big...
do that?
No.
I used to be a big coaster guy. I loved the Red Racer and the Blue
Yeah,
Streak
of
at Kings
course.
Island, and I would not no more do that than walk out in front of traffic.
Has your fear gotten stronger or like your...
Absolutely.
And the vertigo thing changes when you get older.
Yeah, for me, it's in your ear.
I'm dizzy about 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Once again, the Beast owes me a really good pair of Ray-Bans.
You don't wear Ray-Bans on the beach.
I love the
anybody
In
Beast.
spite of the sign that says take off your sunglasses, then parentheses, Tom. Idiot. Well, it was me. Sorry.
Oh, that Beast is a good coaster.
Oh, it's
Good
It's
one.
like being in a car wreck.
That's the beauty of it. But that one if I'm trying to explain it, where the chunk of the track actually disassembles, no way I could do that.
Go straight down.
I'd be terrified.
Oh, yeah, I'll be scared, but I'll do it.
Oh, you got to report back on that.
All right.
Okay. Well, have a good weekend if you're going to any of those great theme parks in this great country of ours as we get ready for the July 4th holiday.
Josh, don't do that.
Why?
Stay away from it. You're going to hurt yourself.
We're going to go.
Pat, you'll ride it with
There's
me?
no way.
No, my son will, but I will watch.
I see. Coming up, more delights, including a little bit of something with Alli Breen. I think Willie G may be having a technical issue. He's going to be with Al Jackson Saturday and Sunday at the Funny Bone in Liberty, Ohio. And he'll be coming up to host Monday and Tuesday of next week. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
You think you lost money in investing? My whole people lost money in investing. Bernie Madoff came along and set us back 10,000 years. I hate that guy so much. I hate Bernie Madoff so much. Not for what he did, because I don't care about the rich. I hope they lose their money. But no, for how he looked physically. Did he have to look so Jewish while he was doing that? He's already the image of a Jew that's in every redneck's paranoid mind's eye. Just some crook-nosed Jew on top of a pile of gold coins, swimming in it like Scrooge McDuck. Like, I'm gonna take the Gentiles' money. Like, I always trip out when I see somebody that so fully embodies a stereotype like Bernie Madoff did. Like, when you see a nerd who's actually wearing a pocket protector, like, they don't even make pocket protectors anymore. Believe me, I know. That guy had to go out and hand mold the plastic resin to fit into his nerdy little pocket. Or when you're driving in traffic and somebody cuts you off and you look into the car and it is, in fact, an Asian woman, you're like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you seriously going to be Asian right now? There are people watching you. Have a little bit of self-respect and don't be Asian. Like, when I'm walking along and I see a quarter on the ground, I don't pick it up. It kills me not to. But I don't do it because there's people watching me. There are people watching.
Yes, you don't want to reinforce the stereotype.
No. That's correct. You got
man.
keep it real.
Moshe Kasher is our guest.
I live in L.A. now. I live in I live near Hollywood. I live across the street from a 99-cent store because comedy makes dreams come true.
Yes.
Yeah, they now sell a 99-cent pregnancy test. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah. How bad does one's life have to be? Like, how far down the socioeconomic ladder do you need to flop before the 99-cent pregnancy test seems like a viable health option? The 99-cent pregnancy test when you kinda have to know. So I bought one. Yeah.
Well, why not?
Just to see what would happen. I put it on the little stick.
And?
Turns out I have hepatitis C. I caught it from the test.
Wow, cool.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi. We're hanging out with comedian Ron Ramey. Chick McGee doing double duty. Chick's trying anything else?
What's the most dangerous thing about starting a new relationship with a girl, fellas? That's right. What kind of pet does she have?
Oh. I was going to say, finding out she's a psycho.
And what does it mean about her?
Maybe depending on the kind of pet, you can tell she's a psycho right away.
This is from holytaco.com. If she has a big dog, what she thinks it says about her. I'm not like those other girls with their tiny yappy dogs. I'm a strong, confident, independent woman who's making it in a man's world.
I see.
I love big dogs, though.
What it really says about her is a big dog says, I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. Really? What the pet is thinking is, please stop using me as a body pillow and grinding on me in the middle of the night.
You took a perfectly good story.
There's no grinding.
No grinding?
A small dog.
Okay.
What she thinks it says, I'm not just adorable. I'm really adorable. I'm so adorable that I have a living accessory. All the cool people are doing it. I'm just like a famous celebrity. What it really says, I want to be exactly like Paris. So if you're looking for a stupid, annoying, talentless woman like Paris Hilton with a little dog, I'm your girl.
Really?
Well, maybe it says, I like a little dog.
What does the pet think?
What the pet thinks is, if that purse she carries me in is full of used condoms again today, I'm going to bite her.
I miss my ex-wife.
This is a mean website.
Here's a cat. What if she owns a cat? What she thinks it says, I'm responsible enough to care for another living creature, but I don't want to have to pay a lot of attention to it. That's why I have an animal that I could potentially leave alone for a few days, and it would be just fine. What it really says, having a cat, I don't like having guys spend the night at my house, so I adopted one of nature's ninjas to scare off any non-regular visitors using a razor-sharp pounce attack in the middle of the night.
Ouch.
What the cat is thinking, come on, dude, that I'm not familiar with, show me something dangly. I dare you. What she thinks it says, owning a fish. Fish tanks are sexy. I know this is just a small bowl, but it still oozes sex. This fish depends on me, and if it lives past the first day, people are going to know that I'm responsible enough to take care of another life. What it really says, one time I had sex with a biker in the parking lot of a county fair, and he spent $26 winning me this goldfish to remember him by. I forget his name, but I call the fish Nemo.
Okay.
What the pet is thinking, that whore hasn't fed me in 6 days. My water looks and smells like a sewer. And finally, a parrot, what she thinks it says, I enjoy having a pet that's interesting and intelligent. I am an exotic person, so I have a pet that reflects my personality. What it really says, if you own a parrot and you're a girl, my grandpa died recently. He was known locally as the crazy bird guy. So he left me this temperamental, awful bird to remember him by. What the parrot is thinking, squawk, F you, F you.
Paul, you kind of came off the road as a comedian many years ago when you started doing the TBS show. How many?
We started in 95, so
really
14 years.
Wow.
Doing it.
But you occasionally go back out on the road and do stand-up.
I do. I took a little time off the last couple of years, but now I'm getting back out there. You know, it can kind of burn you out being on the road. But, you know, I always see stuff on the road that you just don't see anywhere else, and it just makes you laugh. And I was staying at this hotel, and one of my club dates, and I go down to the jacuzzi, and there's a sign above the jacuzzi that says, "No one shall jump or dive into the jacuzzi." Now, if you're going to dive headfirst into a jacuzzi, are you really going to be swayed by the word shall?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Song time.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
I love song time.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
I know that Alsie's very excited because Adam Sandler, her favorite human being, is going to go back on tour with the You're My Best Friend tour, doing stand-up comedy at arenas all over the country, and you already have front row seats for one of the shows. And more interesting than that, you're going to possibly be in the movie.
Happy Gilmore too. You might be able to see me.
You went out to New Jersey twice to be an extra?
Yeah. Just to stand there and watch him golf. It was so amazing.
Is he did he hit the ball pretty well?
There was one time, like, they weren't filming, but he was doing like a trick putt and actually almost went in. So it was pretty exciting.
Almost going in.
Professional.
I
Professional
can do that.
golfer, though. They were both doing the shot.
I could do that all day.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
It was a trick shot, so it was pretty cool.
How many times you've said this, Tom? I almost got it in by myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
By yourself, huh?
Yeah. You ever hear Pat going, is it in yet? Okay. I'm sorry.
Never been in with anybody, they just grab it.
All right. Let's here's we
You said you wanted a song from Pat?
Well, yeah, we were talking about, you had some news story about the summer is everyone's.
Grilling.
yeah.
This is the grilling time
How
of
about
year.
Boys of Summer? Let's hear some Boys of
I
Summer.
love that song.
I love that song,
I never get
too.
tired of that song.
No,
I love that song.
What is that, Jesus, Grateful Dead sticker? What is
Yeah.
Jesus
Saw a Deadhead sticker
You're on a Cadillac.
It says on a Cadillac.
Never looked back.
Jesus on the plane.
You know the cool thing about that song?
What?
Here we go. I don't know, but if Alan Sherman had anything to do with it, I'm not coming back this year.
Don Henley, who's quite the perfectionist and brilliant artist, he recorded the thing, and I think it was Bob Seger heard it and said, maybe you should have gone, a step higher or half a step higher. And they redid the whole tune. It was Seger, right?
I don't know about that.
I think it was. But yeah,
Alan would know, our
it's
producer.
absolutely perfect. And you know who wrote this tune with him?
Mike Campbell.
I was asking
Tom Petty's guy, right?
Yeah.
This is me on guitar. Did you know that?
I
that's
didn't.
very nice.
Wow, you're good.
It didn't really take that long either.
No.
I guess Henley heard the music part of it and had the lyrics in a few hours.
It was offered to Tom Petty, but Tom Petty turned it down.
Wow.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
There's a band called the Ataris that does a really good cover of it also.
Kidding?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Wow.
There's just
okay.
something about the song.
Now, you have a song about summer, Pat?
On the road.
Yeah, we've heard
listening to Boys of Summer right
on
now.
the street.
Now, your song is also about summer?
It's about grilling outdoors.
Really?
This weekend, the summer. Oh, my gosh. You guys grilling outdoors?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I am
Lovely
too.
time.
Yeah, Uncle Pat, sing us a song.
Oh, summer is here, and I'm cutting the grass, filling the pool. So happy winter is past, planting flowers, digging a garden, bought some sod, put in a yard, and I'm so happy. Oh, summer is here.
But clipping those notes really.
Building a deck, stained the hardwood floors.
Like this is stained.
Got in my new hot tub. Without any shore. It's going to be 4 minutes long now. I'll start up the grill. Cooking outdoors is the best. But someone I know is pissed and perplexed. That's the manager of my apartment complex. Summer is here.
You rhyme complex and perplex, huh? Okay.
Complex, perplex, it works.
It does work.
All right.
Very nice.
Summer is here. And I have to move somewhere else.
Naked in the hot tub. Cool.
Yeah. Damn right. It's my apartment.
Get some of those co-eds in the apartment to come out.
Co-eds. I'm an old man.
Well, I know it doesn't mean the co-eds aren't interested
I hang out
in.
with the ladies from assisted living at the pool.
Yeah.
Wheel them around
right.
right to my apartment bedroom.
Get some of those hospice babes.
Palliative care, not the.
A new low.
I think we're going to do a calendar coming up.
Yeah.
Hospice babe.
A new low.
Hospice hotties.
Good God, man.
Yeah, do you want you post in front of hers?
Hey, you're already in bed. Let's make good use of this.
Hey, look, we don't need to waste a good mattress. Hey, I'm here. Hey, don't get up. I'm just kidding.
Hey, Pat's here.
But something I've often said there's probably a porno above everything. Maybe not that one.
Maybe not.
You'd be surprised.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, sadly, there probably is. Well,
all right, you can call me your husband's name. What do I care?
Don't make it worse.
Don't make me know. Never mind.
You won't remember this tomorrow.
Okay. Before Josh leaves, can we do the Python story? This has been.
Is this like a biceps?
Hanging around. We got a couple of them.
42-inch python.
I always love
Five
that.
massive pythons, several up to 16 feet long, have been rescued from the countryside in northern England after apparently being dumped into the woods by a pet owner. The snakes, known as reticulated pythons, are the longest species of the snake in the world and can weigh up to 165 pounds. All five were found slithering through wooded areas of Lincolnshire in mid to late June,
Now, here's the problem with that sentence.
prompting police to warn pet owners to leash their dogs.
Oh, yeah.
All five that they know of.
What do you mean that they know of? They say five.
Well, that's like the trick where they let the sheep go as a senior prank at a high school, and they numbered them 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Right.
They spent all day looking for number 4. How do they know there aren't more of them out there?
I don't know. Animal experts from RSG Reptiles
You go, Christy.
helped retrieve the reptiles and
you-
are now caring for them.
Are you saying that would be a better prank if you had 3 pythons?
No, I'm
1, 2, and 4.
I can see how you might think that. That's
Let
what I
them
was.
loose?
No, I'm just saying. I would be terrified of running around that area for fear that there'd be another one out there,
Well,
or
maybe
more.
they like to stay together as a family.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen the pictures of these things? Look at this thing.
There's a python.
Massive.
That thing is gigantic.
What is it
just
about?
did
It seems to me, and this might be a generalization, and I could be stupid, or I might be kidding. But what is it about python owners and tank tops?
I don't know.
It seems like they always have to have a tank top on.
Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
No, yeah, I think you're right. The second father.
Is it
there
because
has-
is it because python?
That's a lady, isn't it?
Wear shirts
that
with
is a lady.
Oh no!
Tom.
In the immortal words of Josh Arnold, oh no, that's a fella.
Is that a lady or a fella?
No, it's a lady.
Is it because snakes can't have sleeves? Is that why?
I think so. They don't want to show up. Snakes.
I
The
think
snakes
so.
were likely abandoned because they had grown too large or expensive to care for, according to Rob Stokes, who runs the facility.
Yeah, you're feeding that thing rabbits.
One was 18 feet long and weighed around 110 pounds. Last weekend, I did a podcast about it's a book called Slither, and I had a boa constrictor.
How about that?
That was wrapped around me, and I'll tell you what, you feel it.
Oh, yeah.
There-
It's just a muscle, really. It just
It's
feels
one long muscle.
incredible.
No, in my case, it would be the moisture of
Well, that was
the explosive diarrhea I would be having as I panicked.
That's about because people are afraid of snakes, and it's a real interesting psychological reason and why society has made snakes.
Most people who are that afraid of snakes have some sort of latent homosexuality.
Is that it?
What the book goes, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, well.
Those snakes are pretty girthy, though.
Oh yeah, very girthy.
You should post that picture. It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, how did they get it off you?
He just pulled it off. He just unwrapped it.
What if it starts to squeeze? Then what do they
It
do?
was squeezed. It was holding on. That's their security. They squeeze you just like a secure thing.
It would have no reason to squeeze Christy.
Because it didn't want to eat me.
Yeah.
What?
It would have no reason to
what
try
are you,
to
a
constrict-
lawyer for the python? What are you trying to tell me?
My client is here on his own free will.
And
We don't have to be here.
I say the python is on trial. What are you talking about?
He's right. The boa constrictor was fed. He wasn't hungry, so he's not
Yeah.
going to squeeze
So
me.
why was he squeezing you then?
It's a security thing, so he doesn't fall off.
call bullshit.
Little.
You don't think that python would kill Christy and her whole family if he had the chance?
Not at that size.
No. Nah.
It wants to, but it knows it can't. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Great book. I think you would like
But this is in northern England. They find these.
Yeah, not supposed to be there.
I mean, Florida, that's par for
supposed
the
to be
course.
there either.
Yeah, but they are. There's
Gosh,
thousands of them.
Yeah.
Is that a python? Yes. I have to name him Monty.
See the thing about the postman. I think it was in Key West. Postman's walking down carrying his stuff, and a giant
mail.
snake falls from a tree.
Ugh.
No, thank you. Hello. Wow. Now, coming up, we're going to have, of course, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. But right now, Chick McGee, tell me more about feeling safe and secure.
Simply Safe, it's peace of mind, Tom. That's what this ball game's all about. And most security systems only take action after somebody's already broken into your home and running their hands all over your stuff. Not with Simply Safe. They have new Active Guard outdoor protection that helps stop break-ins before they happen. AI-powered cameras and live monitoring agents detect suspicious activity around your property. And if someone's lurking, agents talk to them in real time. They can turn on spotlights. They can even call the police, proactively deterring crime before it starts. No contracts, no hidden fees, and Simply Safe has been named Best Home Security System of 2025 by CNET. Monitoring plans start around $1 a day. 4 million plus Americans trust Simply Safe, and of course, they have a 60-day money-back guarantee. All you have to do is go to simplysafetom.com and claim 50% off a brand new system with professional monitoring, and you get your first month free. 50% off, first month free. Go to simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
A-I-O. Doing my homework for me so I can watch TV.
Gotta have something about home in there somewhere.
Yeah, we'll work on it. Just thought of that. Coming up, I'm looking forward to this. Sexy Time with Alli Breen. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
I wanted to ask about this. These are your
adopted
parents. You are,
That's
okay.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm adopted. I was actually left in a basket on the stoop of a fire station. And had I been a Dalmatian, they would have kept me. But
damn your luck. Huh?
Yeah, damn my luck.
No.
But you were that's nice though. You were adopted, and you have a good relationship with your adopted.
I love being adopted. But people say things to me. I'm with my dad. A guy comes up to me. He goes, "You have your father's eyes." I'm like, "No, I don't even have his address."
Wow.
I think he lives near a fire station.
Somewhere.
You know, I feel blessed to be adopted, but I'm curious about my culture, my heritage. I kind of think I'm a light-skinned black man.
Really?
Based
Very
on
light.
what? Because I'm big, you know.
Yeah. I got you. Okay. Banana.
People, exactly. That's why it's a fun word. People ask, are you English, you German, you French? I don't know. I'm adopted. All I know about my culture is they give away their children.
You ever put your nuts on an anthill?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Me and my buddies used to do that. We do anthill rides. Whoever can stay on the longest. Get your nuts out, ride an anthill.
See, these are the advantages to growing up in New York.
Yeah.
That never came up. There's a few activities in the big city. We never got to the point where, you know something, I'm going to just drop my nuts on the anthill for an hour.
Yeah. Maybe
and the great thing about New York is if you did drop your nuts on an anthill, no one would notice. They're just like,
Have you seen the crazy guy on the anthill over on 3rd? Oh, yeah, he's nuts, isn't he? Yeah.
Wow. It's dangerous, though. One year they swelled up to look like a sack of kneecaps.
Kneecaps, you say?
Nice.
We play gay chicken. You ever play this?
Gate chicken?
Probably not. Gay chicken.
Oh, gay chicken.
Hold on. Have you ever asked that question and got a yes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, gay chicken, yeah.
I was in a gay chicken league for 6 years.
Chicks played it. I could tell. I could tell he's got soft hands.
Love the gay chicken.
He's got soft hands.
Why do I think I don't want to know how this works?
I don't want to know.
Oh, no. It's a real chill game. It's, you stand there, you and your buddy stand there, you hold on to each other's penis.
Right.
Okay? And the first person to let go is gay.
That's right.
I see.
Gay chicken.
So in other words, you guys...
Now, if you look them in the eyes, you get a warning.
There's a lot of hand washing in this game.
If you look them in the eyes, you get a warning.
Welcome to a new show called I've Never Been That Bored.
My wife listens to ASMR. I don't know if you guys know what ASMR is or stands for. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And I don't know what that is either. It means whispering. That's all that is. Bob Ross, he's whispering. And he paints on the canvas and it's all scratchy. And he takes the paintbrush and dips it into the water and hits it on the easel to beat the devil out of it. And then sometimes Bob would have his squirrel in studio and the squirrel would be like, that's ASMR. I'm home from school, 3rd grade, just being like, I don't know why I'm so relaxed. But Bob, you're doing it right today. That's what my wife listens to every single night. Her favorite lady, she's got 3-inch fingernails, and this Wolverine woman is always just click-clacking on things with their fingernails, typing on a keyboard, and out of nowhere she'll be like, I'm gonna eat a big pickle. And I'm like, I'm about to fall asleep right now. Turn this off, I'm driving.
Indeed. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jessica Alsman, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. And we're going to check in with comedian Alli Breen. There she is. I can see her right now on the big screen. She's in her apartment in New York City. And,
Hi, guys.
Hi, Alli.
She is our, I don't like the term sexpert. You hear that every now and then.
How about saucy minx?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like that, Alli?
I don't know how I feel about that one. Saucy minx seems a little antiquated.
Well, you let us know. You decide if you end up liking it, saucy minx.
Okay, perfect.
How about
Maybe we'll go with it.
How about hot vixen?
That's like
yeah, none of these sound great.
Okay.
All right.
Did you have a nickname when you were in school?
Just Allie or Alley Cat. Oh, you know what I had sometimes? Because I grew up in Boston, the Breen Monster.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. That
What
was
about
a
Boston Baked Breen?
No, that was a very good one.
Well, I like the Breen Monster.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, just Breeny, every kind of combination on that, but nothing static.
You could do the Breen machine.
The Breen machine, yep.
All right, but what Allie's duties are on this program?
Duties.
She gets your letters, and we try to help people with their love troubles, or as they're out there prowling for a man or a lady or whatever they're into. We're into it too.
Prowling.
What have you got for us, Allie?
Yep.
Dear Allie, I entered a contest to win a flight, hotel, and backstage VIP access for me and a guest to a concert in LA. My wife has no interest in this band, but I have a married female friend that wants to be my plus one. She thinks our spouses won't have any issues with it, but I don't think my wife will be okay with it. Should I even try to ask her?
No.
What are you doing? Oh, boy.
No.
I think it's not a problem.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, would Kelly let you fly to LA with, well, you don't count.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's her fault.
But
She should just go. If she doesn't want to go, then it's her fault for not wanting to go with her husband, right?
No, you can't go with another woman.
I mean,
yeah. Right. That's when a guy should be your plus one. I think Christy's right. It's like,
that's just weird.
No, I this is obviously situational. For some people, this would be completely fine. You have made it pretty clear in your letter that your wife will not be okay with it, in which case, don't even bring it up.
Yeah.
How hot is the girlfriend?
that probably is important, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Right. Would it cause a fight to even just ask?
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. Yeah.
Sure.
I think it kind of sucks that you were in that kind of relationship. That
she won't go.
That she would be that insecure.
Ideally, you wouldn't want to take another female with you.
There are plenty of female and male best friends out there.
Sure.
Really? That could be the case.
But should the wife in this case step up and go to the show?
Yes.
I wouldn't want to take somebody who's not going to enjoy themselves.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But that's part of marriage.
That's right.
No, but see,
it's doing things that you don't want to do.
Hence me.
It's called
never being married.
It's called cooperation.
No, but here's
one of you is always suffering. Welcome to marriage.
There's a detail there, which is, if I'm in this situation, I'm not going to enjoy the show much every time I look over, and Kelly's going, this isn't my thing.
Right.
If you can't look at another person and say, "Oh, well, what is it? Okay, are you going to be there?" And they'll go, "Yeah." I go, "Okay, I'll go. That sounds good."
Yeah, chick's right. That should be the draw.
That's the thing.
I want to be with you.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah.
I'll be. Yeah.
But, wouldn't you rather go with one, Josh? Let's make it a different situation. Wouldn't you rather go with one of your buddies who's really into one of these heavy metal things than take a date who's going to be miserable the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the problem is, what if that buddy who's really into heavy metal is a woman? I would want to be in a
then she'd be gay.
Oh, not necessarily.
That is an outrageous assumption.
Hang on a second. Let's hear him out.
Dear Tom, you ass, I loved you. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'd rather go with someone who's going to enjoy the show than go with someone who the whole time is going to be just tolerating
This guy says his wife probably won't be cool with it, in which case don't even
He
bring
knows.
it up.
He does know. So I wouldn't bring it up. No.
Right, no.
But what if it's not even a metal band? It's like a ballady band. So if he brings a girl, it's like a romantic.
No, that's even worse.
Totally, yeah, because then they could really bond and have a moment together.
Yeah. As soon as you started playing Sometimes When We Touch.
Our eyes met.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Let's move on. We're talking with Alli Breen. You can reach her, ALLIBREEN, The Breen Machine. And Alli Breen can be reached with your love troubles. You can find her on your favorite social media platform, also on OnlyFans at ALLIB. Okay, Alli, what else you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend is rich and he's very generous with me, but he's a terrible tipper. I feel like I can't say anything to him because he buys me expensive and nice things, but it gives me the ick that he doesn't tip. How do I handle this?
What's his name? Rich? Is that what you said?
No, her boyfriend is rich.
He is wealthy.
Never mind.
Maybe there are a lot of articles I've read about this. For some reason, lately there are a lot of things about tipping because tipping has changed a lot with the advent of the
I think the argument,
the spin around thing where you just nail it.
The argument can be made. It feels forced sometimes.
Yeah, but my point is there have been a lot of publications that have suggestions. Maybe let him read one of those, get the idea that he'd better start tipping properly. And there are suggestions as to at what level you tip and.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I guess it depends. If he's not tipping waiters and waitresses, that's horrible. But if he's just not tipping, like the barista at Starbucks, it's really not that crazy.
Well, it depends. I mean, I will tip a coffee maker myself.
I say do him a favor and break up with him because you used the phrase "the ick."
Yeah, once you use that phrase, that's a good
Josh is right.
You're out.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
But if you really like him, just shame him into tipping. Like, you can just bring it up. Like, hey, why don't you tip? What's wrong with you?
Alsman's,
Come on. Pay it forward.
Suggestion is start a fight. Publicly.
Yeah. If you give a professionally...
Well, I'll never forget it. I can tell you that.
Okay. She'll have to... You ever done this where you're at some kind of a lunch and you realize the person who's paying is not going to give a big enough tip, so after they kind of walk away from the table, you walk back and throw some more cash on there?
Yeah, or you go in like, I have to run to the bathroom and find the waiter. Yes, that's happened, and give them more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or one of the, people who he's not tipping will actually make a scene at some point.
Now, I wonder if people are going to go, well, now that tips don't get taxed, I'm reducing it by...
Well, that's what I was going to say. What are
why is this guy aware of the tax laws? What do you... Why?
I've done that, but I've done it in front of the person, and I've just said, hey, you know what? I really like this server. I'm going to extra tip. That way, I'm not I'm not suggesting they didn't.
Right.
So you could start doing that. Just go, you know what? I'm going to throw that person a little extra. I really appreciated them.
And take one of the gifts. Take one of the gifts that he's given to you, pawn it, and use that as your tip fund. Remember that expensive purse you gave me? Well, I took it to the pawn shop.
And don't forget, you could always use sex as a weapon.
Oh, yeah. That should be number one, actually.
Yeah, and you can. There's probably a pretty good just the tip joke.
Sure.
Oh, there you go. Your tip gave him the shaft or something. Yeah, there's something there, Josh. Work on that.
Yeah, okay. I won't touch it. I'm on far better things to do.
Maybe
appreciate
the
what
gay gal you're taking to the concert will do it. Alli Breen is our guest. Alli, let's get to our next letter.
Dear Alli, my fiance spent a few months backpacking through Asia when he was just out of college. A bunch of his friends are in town for his bachelor party and keep making jokes about him and ladyboys. Apparently, he hooked up with a few on this trip. Never told me about it, but he said it was because he got tricked into it. Now, this is in caps. But then he still followed through. His friends think it's funny. I do not. He seems so straight-laced. I'm super confused. Would all men do this in that situation? What do I do here?
No, all men would not do it.
But some would.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what do they do?
You just pivot.
Yeah, I think it's called plan
Use
B.
a different.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is weird. I've never heard of such
I met
a
a guy that hooked up with a girl in Thailand, and he was a Scottish dude, and he found out halfway, well, right before they were going to get started, that it was a lady boy.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
And he did go ahead and continue.
Oh.
So we were astounded. But
and the fact that he told everybody.
That's the key, probably.
Right?
Keep that to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, this guy was a piece of work.
Yeah, you don't have to tell everybody everything all the time.
Right.
Man,
I want to know if this guy was a top or a bottom, though. Would that make a difference?
Oh, the lady boy's the bottom, yeah.
Always?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
That's why they get the big bucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's that? Oh, your cat's walking in front of the camera, Alli.
Exactly.
If you're just joining us, hello, how are you? Well, these are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We're talking with comedian Alli Breen.
Can you imagine Tom bumping into something like that?
Oh, God, no.
I'd love it.
The Willies would just...
No, thank you.
He would go.
Oh, no. I wouldn't even drink the tea in a place like that.
I actually went, when I was in college, I went to Thailand, I went to Southeast Asia, and the ladyboys are beautiful.
That's
you
what
do
this
not know.
Scottish guy said.
That's what they say.
It's very true. But so you might find out at the last minute, but you would think when you found out, it would still maybe be a
I
deal
know.
breaker for most.
But he said she was like a 10.
Yes, he's totally right. He's not joking. They're amazing. I don't know what it is over there, but woo.
Yes. Okay, let's get to our next letter, Allie, please.
Dear Allie, I caught my husband having an affair. Oh, wait. Sorry, my cat made me get to old letters.
The cat
Okay,
is
here we go.
the cat's writing the letters now. I think is what happened. Okay.
It's going to happen.
Yep.
All right. Dear Allie, my girlfriend talks trash about everybody after she hangs out with them. She acts really sweet, but she might be the most judgmental person I know. Some of her friends are now acting a little weird towards me. And the other day, and I was trying to figure out why. And I realized she's probably talking trash about me with them when she hangs out with her friends. Should I ask them? I honestly treat her really well. I don't know what she'd say, but I'm worried about it. And now I think that I should snoop her phone and see if she's been talking about me. What should I do? I think I'd be justified in doing this.
Oh, break up. Break up. You don't need to
sounds like a horrible person.
You don't have to snoop. You know, she's crucifying you to her friends. Anytime she's upset with you, she is dogging you.
She's
even if she's not upset with you.
She's doing it to everybody, yeah. Next, yeah, you got to get rid of it.
She's a bad person.
She's toxic. Yeah, go ahead and get out of that.
Ugh.
Okay.
I don't think there ever a time you could justify going through a person's phone.
No.
Tom
I don't know
sort of
about that.
angrily
Really?
said next, so we better just go.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Allie, you've gone through somebody's phone?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Really?
Allie.
Yes, because if you catch them, it's justified.
Absolutely.
What?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, but what if they say?
Because
What if
then
they?
it becomes one of those like, well, how could you go through my phone? Well, I caught you cheated, so how could you?
Especially if you have that gut feeling and you're like, wait, I feel like you're cheating. And then if you confirm it, you are the bad
Bordering
guy.
on witchcraft. That's what this is.
I mean, you guys are right. You should probably just break up at that point. But the thing is, if you know someone's not going to be honest with you and you know you can catch them, yeah, it's too tempting.
So what did you find in this case in which you went through the phone?
That he was cheating.
Photographs?
No, it wasn't
Text
photographs.
messages?
It was just text messages. Yes,
How'd you get in the
exactly.
phone? Put it to his face, or you know the password?
No, this was a while ago when it was just punching passwords.
Right,
so I think we knew each other's passwords. I mean, that was the thing. It was like such a trustworthy, like, oh, we know everything about each other. I would never think. And then,
Dun, 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 dun.
yep, exactly.
So then what'd you do?
So I don't know. I can't knock it. Oh, but you guys know the saga. Remember, we broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together. It was a whole,
Okay. All right. Okay.
thing.
Well, let's get to our last letter with Alli Breen. What do you got?
Dear Allie, my wife and I have been married a few years, and thankfully we're still into the physical part of the relationship. We wrestle around, usually playfully, but she's started going to the gym recently, has been going full Fight Club on me, basically pinning me down and calling me a wussy, but with the letter P. I'm a big guy. It's not like I'm afraid of her, but I feel like I'm dating a man baby. What do I do?
A man baby.
Huh. Because there are dudes who would just love that.
I bet. That's what I was thinking.
Should be dominated.
Yeah.
She's gone like full on Klingon. Like she wants it rough.
No, she's just getting in shape, right?
Right, but this is
this has gone beyond
interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So the letter, he doesn't like this at all, or?
Doesn't sound like it. It sounds like he liked the playfulness, but now that she's
beating him up,
exactly, she's winning the belt. Apparently,
I kind of like it. I'm happy for her.
Heavyweight champion.
Yeah, she's like his new dom, whether he likes it or not.
Hilarious. Yeah, tell him to just get used to that relationship.
So is she wrestling with the guy?
Yes.
And like getting pretty rough and verbally abusive.
I might be totally wrong on this, but I think she might hate you now. So
I think that turns her on.
Yeah. Fine line between
Sounds
love and
like
hate.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't turn you on, it's going to end up being an issue.
Are you familiar with any wrestling moves? You could give her the so-called half Nelson and then flip her over and give her the full Nelson, if you know what I'm saying.
Why don't you DDT her?
I'd like you to meet Nelson. Well, thanks,
Or
Allie.
show up with like a Hulk Hogan ring, like going full, rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah, get a suit on and go after her.
I'm cheering for this couple.
All right, Allie, are you working this weekend in the city?
I'm not. I'm going to be in Boston. I'm going to go visit my family for the week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, do some summer stuff. I haven't even contacted people down there for shows. Maybe I'll do a show or two while I'm there.
Okay, well, you can find Allie, ALLIBREEN, on your favorite social media platform. Have a great 4th, Allie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too. Talk to you guys next week.
Thank you.
Happy 4th. Thanks, Allie.
A couple things coming up. We're going to be checking in with Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What have you got over there?
Excited. Well, we still haven't gotten to our guy who's caught yanking it at Dollar General.
That's a great one.
And we have a good DUI story.
Okay, good. Right now, we've been talking a little bit about stress at the workplace. You guys may be under a little bit of stress, which is why Josh is taking all next week off. Emails are backing you up. You got meetings after meetings, and you've had enough. Well, summer may be a good time to take a mental break, a pause with a little bit of therapy. That's where Betterhelp comes in. Taking a few minutes to get some sunshine, maybe taking more than a few minutes to check in with a therapist. And some 30,000 therapists are working with the folks at Betterhelp. And the idea is to do the therapy online, so it's a lot more convenient. You can meet with a licensed therapist right from your phone, and you can schedule it in such a way that it works for you wherever you are. And by the way, Betterhelp is the largest online therapy provider in the world. Betterhelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a variety of expertise. So unwind from work a little bit with BetterHelp. Bob and Tom Show listeners can get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. You can do the therapy online. And by the way, they'll hook you up with a therapist based on a questionnaire. And if that therapist isn't working for you, you can switch anytime. No additional fees are involved. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, what's that guy doing at the Dollar General? We're going to find out in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Even the title, Love Actually, and none of it could actually ever...
I just pulled a muscle. Also been watching Love Actually again. That's the big debate in this room, by the way.
Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, Josh.
Josh hates that movie.
No,
It's
Josh
flawed.
loves it.
It's flawed.
Yes.
It is utter garbage. But it's hard for me to get mad about it. I mean, it makes a lot of people happy.
I think you said, I don't care about any of these people.
No one is real in that. And that's I could go, I really am thinking about doing like an hour-and-a-half podcast about why it is absolutely so bad and why its thesis is a total lie.
I like the idea of you. I like the idea of you doing that podcast because that'll take 3 or 4 people to put that together, and they won't be on the roads in my way.
It's not a documentary.
Well, here's the problem. It's bookended with real people meeting in an airport.
Right.
And then the thesis is, now I'm going to show you some more examples of real love, and it's the fakest BS you've ever seen. That you can't do that. If they hadn't done that. If the movie, and it's even the title, Love Actually, and none of it could actually ever.
I just pulled a muscle.
I'm so sorry.
We'll be back. We'll be back with more of the Bob and Tom Show.
My fake anger may have just gotten me fired.
I think my ACL just tore. Jason, did I get it in time?
Not even in there.
If you want me to stay, I'll be around today.
What y'all miss this on?
Fresh, I think. I'm not sure. I got it all figured out.
What's the name of that song?
If you want me to stay.
Oh, God.
And you got to say it just like that.
Josh.
It's not fun.
No more Love Actually talk.
I'm so sorry.
You know what? If we watched that together, you would be amazed and possibly disgusted. I can't. This is a true statement, and I might cry. I can't watch it anymore. I can't.
It makes me cry too.
It makes me too emotional. It makes me so emotional. I can't tell you.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it's very sweet.
Although I initially did as well had a problem with Hugh Grant dancing around whatever the hell he was dancing around. And I don't care for the Pointer Sisters. Don't care for it. But
yeah, he's playing in one room and all of a sudden he's dancing around the house. You can't hear the music anymore, Prime Minister. What are you dancing to?
So you've got a problem with housewife sound
Don't
system.
you like the old guy, Bill? What is it, Nighy? Whatever it is. Singing away, and then
No, not really.
No.
You don't like speakers all throughout the house?
That's never that's not what's happening.
All right.
You don't think 10 Downing has a pretty good speaker system?
It's never established in the movie.
I think one could assume that 10 Downing Street might be the
now keep in mind also
most heavily wired
that Josh
building
is
in all of England.
one of the top 3 foremost authorities on horror movies.
Yes.
And you're
I love a lot of garbage. So do keep that in mind.
That's another chapter title. I got to start writing these chapter titles down. I love a lot of garbage.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Race fans, it's May, and you're out at the track. You're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's gonna overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink and you'll be refueled and ready for anything your busy lifestyle demands. Excuse me, sir. You look hot and thirsty.
Boy, I sure am. I got my 2 kids with me and I forgot the cooler in the car. God, it's got to be 100 degrees out here. I could sure go for a cold drink of water.
Water? You don't want water. You want something that'll replenish all the fluids you've lost. You need the overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. You need body fuel.
Body fuel? I never heard of it.
That's because it's new. Here, try it, sweet.
Jesus! This tastes like motor oil.
Well, there is some motor oil in there. And some transmission fluid, gasoline, and even a little engine coolant.
Engine coolant? Hey, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. That's the power of body on your system, making it just like brand new. What do you think of body fuel?
Are you trying to kill me? Hey, what's that fizzing noise?
That's a little battery amp. It'll keep your body running smooth and efficient. How do you like the sporty racing look of the package?
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Well, it's very sporty. Don't worry, preliminary testing shows that the blindness is only a temporary side effect. Anyway, how about that refreshing, cool, clear taste?
Come here. I'm going to sue you bastards. Come here. Where are you? I can't see anything.
Body fuel. When you're so thirsty you could die, try one of Body Fuel's 3 delicious flavors: original lemon lime, iced tea, or diesel.
I can't feel my tongue. My gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding.
Body Fuel from the people who brought you Thirspiration Plus. It's the health drink for those on the run. Go out and pick up some Body Fuel today at a supermarket or auto parts store near you.
Come here, son of a bitch.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Cash coming.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people. at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Pat Godwin, Jessica Alsman, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. How are you?
Good. We were talking about barbecuing because this is the big barbecue weekend.
Yeah, it is.
4th of July and stuff. Do you think it's there's a distinction when you're cooking outside? I mean, if you're cooking on the grill and you drink a handful of beers, it's okay. But if you're cooking inside, you just shoving down the beers, you look more like an alcoholic.
Maybe.
Is there something to be said about that?
Yeah.
When you're outside?
I like to drink wine when I cook.
Sure.
Well, sure you do.
I mean,
sure you do.
Right? I do. Yeah.
Outside or inside, right?
Inside.
You cook on the grill ever? No?
In the morning? I usually I like to grill. My husband doesn't. Found that out the hard way.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I had to break that to her.
You haven't heard this story?
No.
When we were first dating, I had a bunch of people. It might have been 4th of July, actually. Big cookout, family all over, and everything ready. I hand that platter of burgers and dogs, and I go, all right, go start the grill. I started the grill. Girl's ready. He goes, I don't grill. I literally almost broke up with him at that moment.
Wow. But
you should have faked it.
But luckily, we handled it quickly and quietly.
I see, Andy. Well, thank you.
Yeah, Andy doesn't grill, but I like to grill, yes.
Okay. Even if you don't grill, I love the people that are grilling because I can go outside and enjoy the smell.
That's what this news story said. Well, the people love that.
I can never tell when the propane's out, though. That's kind of.
Oh, it doesn't have a little meter?
Yeah, but maybe my
cold.
That is a good one.
I say, awfully rare. This one.
No, it
Tartar again?
It didn't fire. Hey, a man from Florida has been arrested for the second time in a month for pleasuring himself inside a Dollar General store.
Is that wrong?
Yeah. A witness told a Marion County Sheriff's Office deputy that she was in the arts and crafts aisle when a man next to her dropped a box of candy.
Apparently his craft is woodworking.
It was then that she noticed he had his male member out and was masturbating.
Sir, is that your male member out?
The victim told authorities she had recognized the suspect from an OcalaNews.com article about a man who'd been arrested for a similar incident.
Hey, you're that guy.
At another Dollar General.
Look, I don't do this, but can you autograph this? I really.
The 37-year-old was arrested for indecent exposure of sexual organs.
This is at a Dollar General.
Mm-hmm.
So does this mean military tribunal or traditional court? How does this work?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're court-martialed if you're arrested at Dollar General.
Okay.
Of course,
okay.
yeah.
What is the arts and craft aisle at Dollar General? Just macaroni and Elmer's?
Popsicle sticks, maybe.
Scotch tape.
Paper plates and those
It's
little
not
gold.
called Elmer's. It's a different brand name.
yeah.
Those little
Eli's.
those little push tacks you put in the middle of make a clock on a paper towel, paper plate. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as Chick McGee pointed out many times, specificity is the key often to what gets a gent turned on. And the fact
What
that
happened to him at a Dollar General?
He likes this a lot.
Yeah, if he's already been arrested, he does it again.
You can't help it. This is compulsion.
So it's not their great prices that are getting him hot. Maybe they are.
Maybe.
I say let him do it.
Really?
It's essentially victimless if he cleans up after himself.
No, it's
right.
Oh,
hardly victimless.
Oh, what is this, hot glue?
I don't want to see that.
No.
Well, then go to another aisle.
Oh, sorry to bother you, sir. We're going to.
There are many, many
we'll come back.
aisles.
So what you're saying is, this guy, he goes in there and he goes to the greeting card section and he sees that one with the girl in the hot bikini and that just is too much for him.
Maybe.
Got to take care of it right then and there.
Could be that.
Or maybe
it could be as simple as Count Chocula. Who knows what's getting them?
Yeah.
You can get Count Chocula at Dollar General.
Oh, yes. At least the one by my lake.
I think Josh revealed a little bit too much there. It's okay, though.
Yeah. Count Chocula, huh? That's your go-to cartoon.
He's so hot.
That's those big bangs.
Wow,
1, 2, 3 inches.
I will not have you besmirch Vlad Chocula. I wonder if he has a first name.
Is there by the way, is there a vape called Vlad the Inhaler?
I hope.
There has to be.
I sure hope.
There has to be a pipe.
That's too obvious.
That's so good. Yeah.
I mean, they have to.
Yeah, I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't do that, but I'm sure.
In California, authorities found over 70 empty beer cans during a DUI arrest.
Nice.
That's too many.
It's a good start.
The Cotati Police Department said officers pulled over a driver who was struggling to maintain his lane.
I'm struggling here.
Spotted an open container of alcohol in the cup holder. Following field sobriety tests, they found the driver had a blood alcohol content of 0.25%, more than 3 times the legal limit.
What was it?
0.25. Ooh. When searching the vehicle, police uncovered more than 70 empty Bud Light cans.
Those are mine, officer.
Maybe he just doesn't clean
I
his
hit a
car
woman
out.
with a shopping cart.
There's a body in the trunk.
You might find a dog in the back, by the way.
70 empty cans of beer in my car, 70 empty cans of beer. Toss one back, then 71 cans of beer in my car.
Drinks tonight? How many drinks did you have?
What is the deal with...
you're kidding. Get out of here.
With driving under the influence nowadays with...
Texting.
Ubers and everything that makes it...
Well, how do they know if you're
Really,
driving or
people-
texting?
Right.
People, they're impaired.
I can make it that I don't think I'm impaired.
Right.
Ugh.
But why would you just throw them in the back seat of your car every time you
I
drink?
save money on air freshener.
Well, you got 70 empty beer cans rolling around the back seat.
He has values. He cares about the environment.
Some people are that way with their cars.
Maybe he was headed to Michigan.
The deposit is a deposit joke.
That's $700 in the back seat, pal.
There you go.
A deposit joke.
Well, I was trying to illuminate it for those that aren't familiar with.
It sounded very judgmental.
Yes, I was judging the fact that if it had been properly set up, it would have gotten a much more hearty laugh.
We did a post set up for you.
People don't know that.
There you go.
Wow. It must be a Bud Light fan. Look at all he's got the.
Yeah, he said 70 cans of Bud Light.
It takes about 70 to get a buzz.
So in your world, Tom, for optimum comedy,
yes.
And when Josh said maybe he was driving to Michigan, we all laughed.
Right.
But you feel the need to explain to everybody that Michigan offers deposit for cans return. And just stopping short of
The
explaining-
adjacent states do not.
Right.
I give my audience the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly.
Yes.
I don't speak down to them. I let them.
Really? What's that like?
Well, you would not know.
No, that was a fine joke. I was refining it, if you will, giving it a little polish.
Buffing it up, if
okay.
you will.
A couple quick things. Al Jackson, Willie G, Saturday and Sunday, the Funny Bone, Liberty, Ohio. 2 shows on Saturday.
Get inside. Big air conditioning. Good laughs. Go.
Yeah, all right.
There's
That'll
a
be-
penguin on the sign. It's cool inside.
Oh, I love that. That's so much fun. Thanks, everybody. Have a great 4th, and we'll have some cool stuff happening on this radio show. So if you happen to get up, be sure to listen. We certainly appreciate it.
Yes,
we are in the...
safe and wonderful 4th.
Yeah, and Josh will be gone for the next 10 days.
Yeah, man.
Good luck fishing.
Thanks. I'll send you some photos.
I thought I'd never make it to this day. He's going to be gone.
You'll be okay.
Sitting in for me, Sean Morey, next week.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I will kill you.
we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.